We're back, and you are now tapped into the Believe No Hype podcast, where sports and entertainment meet culture, and all hype gets put to the test. Make sure that you follow, like, subscribe, and comment. I'm your host, Malrizzo. We got my boy A7 in the building. CMB's behind the desk today, and episode 4 is action-packed and loaded today. Fellas, NFL preseason, it just wrapped up. All that BS is done with. We're on to the real thing now. It was just cut day. I think was today or yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday was officially cut day. We got our 53-man rosters.
You know,
What do you guys think? Any major moves that caught your attention?
Biggest upset of the tri-state area, Tommy DeVito is jobless.
Yeah. No, Patriots picked him up.
Let's go.
Patriots claimed him. Yeah,
Let's
Patriots
go.
claimed
Okay,
him.
good
Yeah,
for
so
Tommy
Tommy
DeVito.
Cutlass. That's a good. I like that for him.
Good look.
And he doesn't have to
Because
lead
they
too
definitely
far.
needed a quarterback 3, and he's a guy who can play. He could probably compete with Josh Dobbs. That's the backup. So I like that for them. I like that for the Patriots. I like that for Tommy.
Yeah, he doesn't have to go too
Worked
far
out for our
from
boy.
home.
Yeah,
He doesn't
and
have
similar type of culture. Like you have
Yeah.
a winning environment, a good franchise, good ownership.
Yep.
Better, maybe even better ownership than what he was dealing with here.
Yeah.
So and now he gets to see what world outside of Jersey is like.
Yeah.
So good for him. I'm looking for. Yeah, I mean, probably he's not going to play too much, but that's a good thing. But he gets to, get his feet wet, learn from Josh McDaniels. That's as good as it gets as far as offensive coordinator.
keep
So-
developing. You know, he gets to keep developing.
Yeah, did you other than that, was there any other major cuts the Giants made that you thought were like, oh my God, why they cut him?
Nah, nothing crazy.
What about your guys?
On our side, like they cut Kobe Bryant, but they've been bringing these guys back. The guys that we thought were like good and going to make the squad, like for the Atlanta Falcons, and
Yeah.
I think for most teams, they just put them back on their practice squad. Or a few of them
Yeah.
back
I didn't
on
see
their
practice squad how the
Not
practice
every-
squad's filled out yet, but
Yeah, not everyone's practice squad eligible, but it seems like the guys that they wanted to keep are there.
yeah. I saw you guys lost your right tackle. was
Yeah,
down for this.
Caleb McGarry's done for
Yeah.
the season, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You guys got some depth there, though. No?
yeah, ACL. We got a little bit of not really. The backups were playing horrible, so they just traded for a tackle from the Titans.
Okay.
So they got somebody. They got some
At
people.
least
they
they
traded-
addressed it though.
Yeah, they traded a 6th-round pick for that. So they're addressing it. I think they just kind of want to. I think at this point, just like a lot of teams,
Yeah.
the facade is up. It's time to
Ooh,
put up
yeah,
or
it's
shut
real.
up.
It's a real deal now.
You know, and now it's time to
Real
play.
season.
And now they can really see the things they have to work on. We don't know what these teams have to work on at all
No,
because
especially the way the preseason is now. Like they don't really play too much, so
Yeah.
you're still gonna have a couple weeks. Like September is gonna be like a learning curve for some people, getting the offense like gelling, right? Because we didn't have full offenses out there too much.
Yeah.
You know, did you guys? You didn't have any major cuts. I mean, what do you?
Cole
what do you?
Strange.
What do you
Patriots.
think? Cole Strange.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
I mean,
he was a first-round pick, no?
a
Yeah.
first round pick by I think Belichick though. So
Damn.
listen. He had his opportunity to compete for the left guard spot and the backup center spot. He got beat out for both. I don't think he's a bad player. I just think he got beat out. And, they were willing to move on because maybe they're not going to re-sign him. I think he's probably in his 3rd or 4th year of his deal. If you're not going to re-sign him, let the guy go get another job. Probably didn't cost him too much.
Hunter
Yeah.
Renfro. Hunter Renfro.
Hunter Renfro, he had been balling too.
Look good.
that's the
He had been
thing.
balling.
Like why they keep like we've seen him have success before, and then he never
And
got.
then
a
they
chance.
traded Thielen.
Yeah.
I could see if you're getting rid of Renfro, but you got rid of Thielen and you didn't even keep Renfro. Like hopefully if they want to get him back, hopefully they have time to get him back.
You think the Carolina Panthers are that confident in Tack McMillan and
Like
Joe
it's
It's
Horn?
our boy
Jr.?
Joe Horn.
Leg
Yeah.
it and leg it.
I think
Oh,
they are.
Leggett,
I think they are. I think they got to be high on those guys in order
Yeah.
to
They're
get rid of
young.
Thielen.
Yeah.
But I heard they didn't want to trade him back to Minnesota initially. I heard that it kind of just like Minnesota kept pestering because they need Addison's out 4 games. He's got suspension.
Yeah.
They don't really got too much besides JJ.
Someone familiar with the offense,
Yeah,
knows how
absolutely
they
familiar
work.
with the city, can
know.
come right in and get to work.
And they
Like,
traded some picks. That I'm pretty sure they traded something. They traded something all right for them. It wasn't like some bullshit. So
What do you guys think? All right, so what's that?
he's looking at his drink like,
Someone put
What is
water in this?
No, I don't think if you got that malt, it was just malt. It wasn't
it
liquor.
was in the fridge.
Oh, you're
bro.
not
It's-
supposed to
it's
drink it?
No, you can
non-alcoholic.
drink it, it's just not alcoholic.
You got the non-alcoholic malt.
Yeah.
Look at
This guy drinking non-alcoholic, looking for the kick. He's wondering where the kick is at.
You gotta go off the shelf.
He's wondering where the kick is
That's
at.
crazy. I thought I was balling over here.
Yo,
I'll tell you who was balling though.
who that?
Jaxson Dart.
Oh yeah.
So what do you think? This is my prediction. Russ starts out. No matter if Russ is like killing it, like Giants are 3-1, even 2-2. You let Russ keep figuring out if you feel like you got a winning team, you can win with Russ, and you buy Jaxson Dart as much time as possible.
Why
you don't
would you give him
force
a losing team though?
What do you mean? It's not a losing.
Well, you're saying like if the
they're
Giants
1-3,
aren't winning,
they start 1-3. Do you throw them in? No. Like no matter what, the kid sits 17 games.
yeah, I think that's to be the that'd probably be the smartest thing.
You know,
to actually truly develop
and
him.
if Russ goes down hurt, then that's the.
And if you're Brian Daboll,
and wood that doesn't happen, but that's the best case scenario.
You still have Jameis too, who's obviously more incapable starter. So
glue guy.
So
yeah, and I also feel like Jameis is there for if they get deep in the season and Russ goes down, or like early in the season if it's like a.
Because he knows situational football, he's been in the situations like.
Yeah, and he can come. He's one of those guys that can just come in the middle of the game and play and possibly win it for you. And then the next week they can decide, okay, do we want to put Jaxson? Do we want to put who else in? But let's not put that on Russ because I think that he's.
No, we're not gonna put any type of injury or anything crazy.
They're saying
like that,
he's
right?
looking healthy. They're saying
good.
that he's really leadership is there, throwing the ball right.
Slay was quoted as saying today that he is disgustingly consistent, I think is what he said. Like meaning like every day he's the same dude. He's just happy, go lucky, saying good morning, like which is what I guess we've always expected about him. But those guys are learning that about him and seeing that up close for themselves.
Yeah, and I think it's tough to believe that he's real until you meet him. Kind of like
sure. You think it's an act? It definitely seems like an act. Like so, people probably like, oh, this guy can't be all bubbly and happy-go-lucky all the time, but he is.
Yeah, so. Good quarterback room.
Great quarterback room.
That's a good quarterback room, and I think the Giants
great for developing a rookie.
Yeah, I think the Giants front office learned from everything that's going on.
Yeah.
They didn't make any harsh decisions in their front office, and they're learning, and they're trying to, you know what I'm saying?
If they can just be solid enough, I think they can buy Daboll another year.
For sure. I like his coaching style.
Bro, I think he has another 2 years
That's
left.
what I'm saying. I like
They're not going to have a losing season this year.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I don't think so.
They're not. Because think about it. At all positions, they're pretty deep.
Yeah.
All positions now.
No, they're solid.
I think they're solid.
I mean, they're in good position, though. I think quarterback-wise, you couldn't ask for a better situation for them.
Running back room.
Your running back room.
In other news, though,
group.
I just saw Deontay Johnson was released from the
I did
Browns.
see that.
He's a good receiver, bro.
He keeps getting dropped.
I don't think he's finding a place to mesh. I don't feel like he's even being given an opportunity. Like, in Pittsburgh, he's where he developed. I think he started with Roethlisberger and worked his way through a couple years with, like, Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph and all those guys.
Yeah.
And then where'd he go last year? He went to
Carolina, right?
Yeah, he went to Carolina. I don't think it worked out. He got traded somewhere else.
Where did he go after Carolina?
And then he came, to
where'd he go? The Browns?
The Browns, but I think the Browns picking up Isaiah Bond.
Yeah.
Isaiah Bond, he had like a little legal issue when he first came to the draft. He was probably going to be a first or second round pick.
Yeah.
From Texas. And then he got in a little legal trouble. He beat the case. And so he got picked in the supplemental draft. That's how they picked him up. So they got a pretty talented receiver. And Isaiah Bond.
Yeah, because all they have right now is Judy,
Tillman.
who's good. Tillman, who they are high on.
Thrash.
And now
They like Thrash.
Yeah, they do like
and
Thrash.
then Bond.
Bond.
Yeah. And then they also drafted a tight end pretty high, Harold Fannin.
Yeah.
And then they got Njoku.
What's going on with Judkins, though? What do we know about him?
He beat his case too, I think.
Oh, he beat it?
He beat his case. He's really good. I think he's probably a little behind.
Yeah.
But once he gets up to
He's a
speed,
baller.
No.
yeah, he's gonna.
The thing is like that team
Him and Henderson, Trevion Henderson, Patriots got him. He's been balling too. He scores every time he touches the ball.
Ohio State, baby.
Yeah,
so
that's what they do, bro.
national champs.
And that running back room is good too. They got that system's good for runners.
Mm-hmm.
So I think as long as they just hold on so he can catch up, give him some reps here and there, and then he'll be off to the races.
I'll tell you guys what. I got 3 quarterbacks that I'm looking at going into this season.
Yeah.
And I'll give them to you. You guys tell me what you think. And there's no particular order or anything. This is just about like what they got going on. And one is Caleb Williams, no one draft pick last year. He's finally got a offensive minded coach around him, some receivers, some tight ends, offensive line, a defense. Let's see how he turns out. Mm-hmm. The next guy is C.J. Stroud, for almost the same reason. Is as Caleb Williams going into his sophomore year. You got C.J. Stroud coming out of his sophomore year. Some people call it a sophomore slump. I believe they made the playoffs anyway, didn't they?
I think so. They lost.
You want to beat up receiving core. But I like the receiving core he does have. I like C.J. Stroud. He's the guy. He's a guy that people are like is a cusp top 10, top 5 guy.
I'm a big C.J. Stroud.
And the last guy is a guy who's a top 5 guy, and everybody keeps saying he's the guy, and it's time for him to prove that he's the guy because he has all the weapons in the world. Joe Burrow. What do you think?
Bro, this is the year.
He looks good so far in
year.
preseason.
Burrow?
He's been one of the main quarterbacks that played like in the preseason.
Here's my question though: if they start 5-0, do you think they go deep in the playoffs, or is it better if they,
It's
face
better if they build
adversity?
up.
Yeah, build.
They got to build
right?
up.
Yeah.
Like they always do.
They do always build up. So
that Super Bowl run they had, they were like kind of flying under the radar. But I feel like now they're not really under the radar, but they're also not like Kansas City where people are like, oh man, Cincinnati's showing up. We gotta check them on our calendar. Yeah. Like, I don't think that's that, but they definitely have one of the most talented offenses, and it's time for Joe Burrow to put up,
But it's also the coaching staff in Kansas City that makes them intimidating. Like nobody has
one of the best coaches.
Offense, like that whole coaching staff and culture.
Spags and Andy Reid.
And they're always mentally prepared, bro. They're never out of the game except for the Super Bowl. They were never out of the game, no matter how big the deficit. But it is time for Joe Burrow to put up. Like this is his, I guess, like Troy Aikman year, right? Like he had a couple times,
We can get to that too.
We'll get to that, but this is like his time, and they kind of have similar personalities. For sure. But it's like this is the time for him to truly show and stay healthy. Like
that's the main thing.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not trying to say he's like one of these guys who's going to be pegged as an injury guy. But
the best ability is what?
Availability. So it's like if he gets hurt another time, okay, that's 2 seasons now. 2 seasons hurt, 2 seasons not hurt. What are we doing?
He got hurt his first season, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. He was out the whole season.
Yeah. He was getting cracked.
He was getting cracked. He was getting cracked.
So
he was definitely getting cracked.
As for Caleb Williams, though, I think he's giving me Jameis Winston style vibes.
Has he been showing that he's as elite as he was? He was sold to us as almost like, oh, this is like the next Patrick Mahomes.
He said he was going to be Andrew Luck, essentially.
I like that comparison.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Jameis Winston. Has all the tools, can make the throws, can win you some games.
Did he win a Heisman?
But
Caleb?
Jameis?
No,
Caleb.
Caleb won.
Yeah. Jameis definitely did. Caleb won, right?
Yeah.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
But the guys can hang in the NFL, but are they going to bring you to the playoffs consistently and get you past that? Probably not.
Right.
I think he wants to be great, and I think that's always a factor. I think that you have to take that into consideration when somebody wants to be great. You got to do all the things.
You got to sacrifice.
You got to do all the things you got to do, right? You got to check all the boxes to be great. But I think he wants to be great. He's striving for, like, not just, he wants to be. He likes the money. It seems like,
he does like the money.
I'm not saying he's necessarily a money hungry guy, but like. He wants to play well so he can continue to get that money and get bigger money because the money, he could be the first $300 million quarterback.
Deshaun, bro.
And you could tell he likes playing football. Like, he definitely loves it, but I'll tell you what.
Guys like C.J. Stroud, you can tell they love.
Right. Oh, yeah. C.J. Stroud.
You could tell he'd play for a lot less than he's playing for right now,
Absolutely.
but you can tell he just fucking loves the game. That's what makes it fun to watch.
And you can
he definitely loves football.
See his understanding.
He's a football guy.
Yeah, you can see his understanding of football on the field.
For sure.
Like,
100%.
When you can see that, it's like, okay, this guy, then we want to move on to C.J. Stroud, like, I think he's one of those guys that just, like, we just said it, puts it all together, the physical attributes. Like, he might not be the biggest, but, I mean, like, talent-wise. I
like the team they have. I like the offense. They just got Nick Chubb.
Yep.
They said Joe Mixon may not be available right away or at all this year, so I'm not sure how that goes. But Nick Chubb has got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
They got Nico. I think Nico Collins is a very underrated receiver. He's a big body receiver.
Nico's
low
old
key,
school,
sneaky.
bro.
Yeah, sneaky, been putting up numbers.
Yeah.
Tank Dell, sneaky.
Yeah. He's somebody got to stay healthy.
I would love to see what they do.
And the wide receiver, what's his name? Stoker or whatever his name is?
Who's
Not
that?
Stoker. They got the tight
They
end.
just got two
Goddard
receivers.
or whatever. They got one of those guys.
They got 2 receivers that are pretty nasty. Oh, they got Schultz. Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz, that's who it is.
Yeah.
Dalton Schultz, that's who it is.
Stud.
So they got some guys on the team, and the defense is good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people didn't like that. What's his name? Al Jahir or whatever his name was. The guy who was like cracking motherfucker.
I don't know.
Like, and then they have Will Anderson and all those guys. Like, they got a good squad there. I think it's not put up or shut up time for him. I think we understand that he knows how to play football. Now it's just, can they build together as a team? Can they take that next step? Like, can they consistently make it to the playoffs? Because I don't think they actually did make it. I think Trevor Lawrence made it last year.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
That's another guy we could be on the lookout for. Because it's a make or break year for him, too, in the sense of you haven't done anything yet. You're not terrible. You haven't been terrible, but you haven't shown us number one overall. I think that back in the day, I feel like we got that word. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, I think. That word bust, right? The word bust got thrown around so, like, loosely. And now I feel like people have been holding off on it, especially, like, guys. I'm not saying I'm not at all implying Trevor Lawrence is a bust. Not yet. But has he lived up to his potential where he was drafted? Doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, it's just like they just don't want to say. I feel like bust became, like, a mental health thing.
Yeah.
Like,
it's OD, though, because you don't give a guy a chance. Like, 5 years, I mean, guys used to sit on the bench for 5 years, and then they didn't even play until then. So
and also like there are busts for sure. There are guys who you just like. I mean, there's plenty of them that have come through the league, but there are guys who just like have a lot of expectation. It's not that they don't play well; they just don't meet that expectation. And that there's got to be, they can. What does Steve Smith call them? Jags, right? Just a guy. Like just sometimes, like there's people that are just a guy, And Trevor Lawrence is looking like he's just one of these guys. Like I'm not gonna. They paid him, but
the money exactly. Yeah, let's say the money.
Him.
Speaking
Daniel
of money,
Jones, a Jag.
Oh yeah, speaking of Daniel Jones getting the starting job over Anthony Richardson. What do you guys think? Well deserved for Danny Dimes, or Colts giving up on Anthony Richardson because he just.
I got a better one for you. You saw him live, fucking multiple times. What do you think?
I think that if you're Anthony Jones, you gotta probably been playing pretty bad in camp.
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony. What did I say?
Anthony Jones, but yeah, it's all
Anthony Richardson.
I mean, that's the quarterback room is Anthony. Jones,
Anthony Jones, right? But if you're Anthony Richardson, you had to have been playing pretty bad in camp for them to give. Or Danny's been playing pretty good. I mean, like you said, I've seen him plenty of times myself. I never thought he was terrible. I just never thought he was given the right position. But I think you said the other day they're probably tanking for Archie Manning.
Possibly. I think they're doing Anthony Richardson a little dirty, like
a little bit.
I feel like they were trying to pull the Bryce Young move on him, like, oh, we're gonna bench you, and then we'll bring you back. In. And then with the injuries, it never really became a thing. And now I feel like they're just trying to be like, okay, we want you to now earn it, bro. Like you talking about
or show us what you would do, like because look with Bryce Young. It was like, all right, you're going to the bench. How you gonna handle this?
Right. Yeah.
How you handle this and come back from it? And he came back. He played well.
Right.
Into the season. So I mean,
Daniel Jones is safe. It's a safe.
Very
pick.
safe.
You know what I'm saying? It's I want to bring my kids to school. I'm gonna just get into the sedan. I'm gonna drive. I'm not gonna pull out my whip.
But who ended up playing quarterback for them last year? Then they had a bunch of guys that ended up having to fill in for Anthony Richardson anyway.
Yeah, I know. It was like Jack Doyle.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you probably feel like, let me start out with Daniel Jones.
I'd rather have that O'Connell kid who broke his hand for the Raiders. That kid's kind of
They probably would have took a kid like that if he wasn't injured. But I just feel like they're gonna try to get the RPO thing going. That was what Shane Steichen was part of the staple in Philly when they won. Did they win the Super Bowl that year?
I think they won with Shane, yeah.
Or at least they went to the Super Bowl. I think they went to the Super Bowl. They didn't win it. They lost to Kansas City, but they went to the Super Bowl, and he was one of the proponents of that whole RPO when they were, doing their thing. So I'm imagining they feel like Daniel Jones could do that a little better than Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson.
But I don't know, man. In other news, Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, finally got paid, along with Trey Hendrickson. Scary Terry ended up with about, I think, $96 million overall.
They had to get rid of Brian Robinson Jr. to do it, but
I don't know if that was necessarily part. I think they were getting rid of Brian Robinson because they got a rookie that's been balling.
The Merritt kid.
Yeah, so I think that was more part of it, and they like how Austin Eckler's his role in the offense.
Yeah.
But they got rid of Brian Robinson, but that's a good pickup for 49ers, who will probably maximize his talent.
They're gonna have to
because they have one of the best run offenses there ever was.
And they got one of the most not wanting to see the field ass running backs.
Yeah, he's always injured too.
It's like he's either great or he's horrible.
Or just not there. He's never horrible. He's either great or he's not there, for sure. But I would love to see him have a comeback year himself, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
But yeah, Trey, I think he went from $14 million to $30 million, which is pretty big raise. But I don't know if it's a long-term deal here. But he's definitely getting a 1-year deal that he's gotten bumped up. So Micah, still no deal for Micah. I heard some rumors today that there might be a trade going on, but
Green Bay Packer move.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know how accurate that is, but I think they're just his agent's obviously trying to stir something up.
Yeah. Jerry just doesn't. The agent's probably a little pissed because Jerry doesn't want to speak to the agent.
You know what? Speaking of Jerry, I was able to. I haven't watched it all. I'm sure you guys have watched it all. So don't, I mean, not that you're gonna ruin it for me. We obviously lived it. I didn't get to see. I'm up to episode 4 of the America's Team documentary, The Gambler and His Cowboys, and this man certainly was a gambler. I mean, literally, the opening scene, he talks about how
crazy.
It was so hard for him. He's digging oil well after oil well, not coming up with much, little slithers of oil. and it was like one of the last few ones he took a big chance on that he said he made about $100 million.
Said I was $50 million in debt.
He said I could borrow money with the best of them.
I know.
You know, he said he said I could do two things. He said I could build oil wells, and I could borrow money. But what that documentary shows you is that, I mean, think about it, and this is not even to get super conspiracy, but like they start off by saying how Dallas was like no man's land after the Kennedy assassination, right? And now when you think about like how they built the Cowboys up, it all makes sense, right? Like it's almost a propaganda type of thing to build that city back up. You got to have this team doing well, whether that's, you know, any outside manipulation. I don't know. That's a conversation for another episode. But
I totally agree.
Yeah, but you see you know, when we were kids, we were kind of living in it, and we obviously didn't witness the '80s part of the Cowboys or anything before that. But when you look at it and you see the bigger picture now, you understand why there are so many Cowboys fans. You understand, like, it was on purpose, right? He said, you know, the first thing he learned, he worked at his daddy's grocery store, marketing, right? Like, his dad was bringing in. It's very similar to me to the Dr. Buss story, almost, right?
Yeah,
like how he built up the Lakers. Like, those two could go hand in hand. And people are saying this is, like, probably only The Last Dance is a better sports documentary than this.
That's what they're saying, bro. They're saying it's comparable.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
So far, watching, I think I'm at also episode 4.
It fell on its face in the end, though. Last Dance
I
was killer.
The Last Dance.
Single episode.
Yeah.
This one fizzled out in the end.
Yeah, I didn't
Think
get
about
to
it.
that
Like,
point.
why didn't they have Des Bryant? Why didn't they have Pac-Man Jones?
Yeah.
Why didn't they have... Bro.
But we don't know. We haven't gotten that far yet, but
Yeah, they don't.
I hear what you're
they're
saying.
not, they're not there.
That
Okay.
sucks, though.
It
That sucks.
sucks when
Yeah.
it's... Tony Romo's there for a blip.
Oh, really?
For a blip.
Damn. I thought they would have had all those guys. I thought they would have had even up till like Dak and Zeke and like
Yeah.
even people like that.
They might.
Kind of.
CD.
Kind of. Yeah.
They might do a part 2.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
true. That's
Yeah.
definitely set up for that. But I would say I commend Jerry Jones because, like, I mean, like, listen, that's kind of like I had the same type of dream. Like, maybe I don't not digging oil wells. Maybe I should be digging oil wells. But I was like, I would love to own a football team.
I think you should make some friends in the CIA. That's what you should.
I mean, listen, this boy was talking about he was fucking Jimmy Hoffa called him up. Was like,
Yeah.
we're going to buy the San Diego Chargers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
You're going to put
I
this
went
bid
and met
in. His dad was like, yo, what are you talking about? You're not about to fucking
Meet with the mafia.
have to do a deal with Jimmy Hoffa. What are you talking about? And then he didn't do it. And there was like articles about how he was about to buy the team, and then he didn't buy the team. But it probably worked out for the better for him. But nah, I mean, it's definitely a great watch so far.
Yeah. But I think that goes into the Dak stuff, which is like, throughout history. I mean, I know he did that thing with Emmitt Smith, but like, I don't know, like this put Jerry in a different light for me too, like because not only did he, because like you said, on a Dr. Buss level, like he wanted to do more than just.
He wanted to win.
What happens on the field? He just wanted to win.
And he wanted to be like, it's not even that he wanted to win. Like he had to win. He's like, one of the first things he said when he got the team was like, you know, me and my family gave a big piece of ourselves, like to get this team.
Yeah,
I don't want nobody here that's not. And it makes sense. The whole Mike, like why he feels offended by Micah.
Yeah.
Right, or any player that's ever like wanted more than what he could give them or would give them, and they let, because it's like, I want to win.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to take care of you. I always have taken care of my guys. Like, my guys are my guys. Like, you're a Cowboy guy, you're a Cowboy guy, right? You're a Jerry guy, you're a Jerry guy. And I can see why the frustration of, like, the whole Micah situation, because it's like, you should trust and know, like, I'm going to take care of you. Like, we handle business. So
Right. And
I get that a little bit.
I feel like they're not really, some of the play, or Micah in this instance, doesn't understand that he's, like, or maybe they do understand too well, that he's the GM and the owner.
That's the
you know
that's
what I'm
the hard
saying?
part
and
about
it's
the
like,
whole thing.
I don't think they quite understand that. Like where like maybe back in the day, like they understood that a little bit more. Like, like we can talk to him. Like we can, of course, we're gonna have our agents make sure we figure some of this stuff out.
Right.
But you can talk to Jerry man to man because he's there and accessible to you.
But he shouldn't to be the official GM though.
Yeah,
I
like,
think
bro,
it's tough.
He could have won 5 Super Bowls with Jimmy Johnson. He could have won 3 more after that.
Yeah.
If he want to know why? Because fucking Jimmy said I thought of the Herschel Walker trade.
Yeah.
And that's the one. And Jimmy was like, well, Jerry was like, well, I thought of that. It's me. It's us. It's always us. If you take credit for it, then you're selfish and you met with the Dolphins.
Right.
Fuck you.
Yeah, hubris, bro. Hubris.
3 Super Bowls could have happened. Could have been 5. Could have been insane. And
But he does take care of his players, and I think Micah low-key is acting a little bit like a baby. Like, I understand, like, sitting out and doing all that stuff, but you don't have to, like, put on a show.
Okay, so let me, this is a question I have for you guys. It's like, why hold out? And I get it. I get why hold out. I don't want to get injured. I want more money, right? But, like, don't you feel like if you're in the middle of negotiations, like,
hold in.
Injury aside, right? Isn't it best to, like, be there as much as possible, show up if you have to play a couple games, play, and then you're like, look what I did. Like, or do you feel like they're doing the right thing by sitting? I feel like if it was me, if I'm the owner, you want to sit out, sit out. Go. One man in football's not like basketball. One man is not making, unless it's the quarterback.
Yeah.
Now, quarterbacks have a lot of leverage. You know, everybody else is kind of like,
well, think about
I
it.
can find another one of you.
Like Boston Celtics.
Or get the production somewhere else.
Boston Celtics, Ray Allen doesn't play. Do they win those championships? You know, like Miami Heat.
Yeah.
You know,
one guy can
Bosh
change.
doesn't play. Like he's not even the main guy, but like, even the third.
But we've seen
guy.
backups win Super Bowls.
Right.
For real.
Like
multiple times.
And I think that defense is good with Micah or with
the defense.
without
Remember
Micah.
I think we said last time, the defense is going to be the same.
Right.
Whether Micah's there or not there.
Right. The big thing is for me is like every game that he misses is $1.5 million, bro.
Yeah.
And you don't get
it's
that money
$30,000
back.
like a day. Like,
Right.
not I can't.
Right. And it's like you don't get that money back. And I remember like someone brought it up on some other news outlet.
And bro, he still has 2 years on his contract.
Right. And he's 25. That's what I'm saying. It's not like at the end of the contract.
He does. No, don't get me wrong. He is owed money. He does. He's definitely underpaid. But it's like you really don't have the leverage other than the fact that you're a really good player.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Like. Right. You know what I'm saying? And first of all, like, and that's the other thing. It's like so now Jerry's already doing something good to like saying like, hey, we're gonna renegotiate your contract while we're in it.
And are you Charles Haley? Are you going to be the guy that puts us over the top?
Exactly.
Like, with this good offense is what we built.
Because so far we haven't
Haley
seen that. We've seen you
like,
do really well.
put us over the top.
And you win us games.
Yeah, because like
you know, and so it's like
you alone.
Yeah,
win us games.
Jerry's sitting here like, yo, I'm saving money if you don't show up. You know what I'm saying?
Eventually.
Like,
and if I get rid of you, I'm saving even more money.
Exactly.
I might get 2 or 3 players.
And all Jerry's asking you to do is just to not act like a baby.
They traded Herschel Walker, bro.
I know.
Prime Herschel Walker.
If they trade Micah, they're going to get some nice future picks.
For sure.
But you know,
especially if that Green Bay trade is accurate. Like, it was like a first 2 seconds. It was like crazy. Like.
But I hate to say it, Micah better take a look a little bit, yo. These guys like
not just Micah, but all players.
All the players, you got to take a look. Like even Trey Hendrickson.
Read the room.
It's like, yo, like.
Well, that's why I think he only took a 1-year deal.
Right. Exactly.
Like, let me take it and then we'll try to figure it out.
At the end of his contract, but I'm just saying, like, yo, they could ship you to Cleveland like they did Odell, and now for you know what I'm saying, and it's like in your prime. You know what I'm saying? In your prime, they ship you to a place.
Carolina's probably the new Cleveland.
Well,
Cleveland's still Cleveland.
Well, yeah, but there's teams out there that they could go to and just he'll never be. You know, you'll go to the Jags. Bro.
Yeah.
And you won't be anything.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And it's just I'm not trying to say that to threaten these guys. I'm just trying to say like think about your career as a whole. You know what I'm saying? $1.5 million. Now you're getting a smudge on your name, and they can ship you off to a team that you don't even want to be on.
No.
Like, so.
And then, but you get the money, though.
Yeah, you still get paid.
So it's like, which one matters more? You want to be James Harden? You know what I'm saying? Or do you want to be like the guy who wins a bunch of championships but doesn't make crazy money?
A quick side note on that.
Side note.
Did you see Russell Westbrook putting up shots?
I did see him on a yacht. That's what 200 and something million in career earnings. Yeah,
I was like, bro.
That's what you do when you.
That's not his boat though.
No, he probably just chartered it.
Yeah, it's probably
That's probably like a $20 million.
It's like a billionaire's boat.
Yeah, it's a 20,
But
30
the billionaire
boat.
doesn't need to hoop, so he's like, oh, Russ, yeah, he can come down
But I'm
there
saying,
and
if
get
you're
some
a
shots
team,
up.
like Russ is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to put Russ down, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm like a GM of a basketball team and I'm like looking for somebody, I'm like, yo, who's out here like putting in the work right now?
I love
when
that.
I see that, you said you love it.
I love that, especially if he wasn't like in LA or like anywhere in America. Like he was like
in Greece.
Yeah, he was. I think he was.
He's in the Mediterranean putting shots up. I love that.
Yeah, it's so dope.
I love that.
Wherever he goes, he's putting them up
with the FIBA ball. With the FIBA ball.
I love that.
But meanwhile, you got these kids that are like sweating crazy right now, like in some gym.
In the gym, going crazy. But that's the grind, though.
That's
what it's all about, honestly.
Well, that's half.
If you're a Russell Westbrook, you get to do.
That's half the reason why the NBA is trash right now. All these boys are in the gym alone, working on one-on-one basketball.
Yeah.
When back in the day, they were all running 5-on-5
with like other pros and stuff.
With other pros,
Yeah.
and like now.
That's why I love those Kevin Garnett.
They don't want to get hurt. Back then, those guys were playing for the glory. They weren't paying for the money.
Glory.
But as early as
We don't have enough glory guys left.
That's what I'm saying, and it only happened in the past 5 years, or not 5, maybe 10 plus. But
Yeah,
it's
10.
like they said Austin Rivers was in the gym and
Austin Rivers used to cook.
You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
like he's not that old. So like where like
Melo
when did
was
you,
cooking in the
exactly.
gym like that. Melo probably in the gym right
Right
now.
now.
Right now, bro.
If he's not potting right now, he's in the gym cooking somebody once.
Yeah, and talking smack while doing
Yeah.
it.
Cooking.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Or with Kion or something.
So
Building a legacy.
but these players got to do it for the glory. They got to do it for the want to.
Oh,
They
for
can't
sure.
always do it for the cash. And Micah, that's to you, yo. Like, come on, bro.
Nah,
Put it
you
together. You
can't
got
do
people
it.
watching, bro.
We're here to build legacies, and what happens when you build legacies, people remember you. And speaking of legacies and being remembered, our boy, the one and only Superman, Cam Newton, just got his jersey retired at Auburn. No one else will ever wear the number 2 at the University of Auburn.
I don't know if I like that.
Let's take a reflection and look back on the career of one Cameron Newton.
Roll the tape.
No, I'm kidding. No, I don't know if I like that nobody can wear it too. I think they should hang the
They
jersey
should get a
up.
patch.
Ooh, that would be dope.
I like that. I think some
Patch
team
for a
did
year.
that before.
Hang the jersey up in the rafters.
Yeah, rafter.
Let like a kid wear that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, to take 2 off the thing, it's like the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
There's no good numbers.
2, yeah. Because then, I mean, listen.
But that's what
It depends on the standard you set for getting your number retired. Like, people were upset when, like, think about it. Cam Newton won that Heisman, 2010, 2011?
Mm-hmm.
It's 2025.
15 years.
Shedeur Sanders and Travis. I mean, Travis won a Heisman, so he deserved to have. And I'm not here to argue whether Shedeur deserved or didn't deserve to have his jersey retired. It was the time frame in which it was done, right? Like, you literally just stepped off the field and then they retire your jersey. Travis, I do understand a Heisman trophy that is definitely worthy of that. Cam Newton, same thing. But Cam Newton had to wait almost 15 years to get his flowers for his accomplishment, and those guys were handed it again. Now,
let's be honest, we understand that
we
situation.
understand we can get into the
yeah.
Coach Prime and Shedeur have a whole thing about them too. But yeah, again, our boy Cam Newton. Let's take a quick look back at the legacy of Cam Newton in college and the NFL. Right, this is a guy who was recruited to Florida and one of the best Florida football teams there ever was. Right, he was on there with the Pounceys, the Tim Tebows, the Aaron Hernandezes. You name them, that Florida Gators team that won
Percy
a national
Harvin.
championship. Yeah, Percy Harvin, right? They won a national championship. He was a backup quarterback on that national championship team. I believe he got kicked off at some point.
I think he didn't like being there.
I think he understood he would sit for some point in time. I think that second year, he wasn't even getting the opportunity to get on the field. I think he probably was told in his mind he probably thinks he's better than Tim Tebow.
Yeah,
and
he said that.
I would argue with you that he was better. I'd rather take Cam Newton than prime college Tim Tebow. I'd rather have prime college Cam than prime college Tim Tebow.
Agreed.
You know, and it was only because of the throwing ability. I like Cam in the running. I think Cam's running ability was far superior than Tebow's. Tebow's just was going to
Tebow
crush
was
it, though.
Tebow's
story.
offensive line, his tight end,
Yeah.
his
House-
receivers.
Yeah,
his
Tebow had a squad.
Bro,
Cam
Tebow-
Newton made Auburn lit. I don't even know if Auburn was supposed to be lit that year, but
Want to know who was on his team?
Tebow was on the best team ever.
Yeah.
Nick Fairley, defensive tackle.
Nick Fairley, yep.
Yeah,
Arvin Adams, wide receiver.
Mm.
Ontario McCaleb, running back. He played a little in the NFL.
Yeah, I remember
don't know
him.
him really.
Bengals.
He was good that year,
as
though.
a return
He
man.
was good that year.
And Philip Lutzig-Kirchen.
But who was the kid, the receiver? They had a white kid, I think. He was like number 23 or something. He was a receiver.
Oh yeah.
He was pretty good. Like in college, he wasn't good in the pros, but
We're talking about Tebow. Or we're talking about Cam here.
we're talking about Cam, right?
Cam. This
Yeah,
is
we're
talking
talking about
about
Cam.
Cam's
Yeah, we're talking about
team.
Cam.
Didn't have
Cam
a
had no.
roster.
He had a receiver.
Yeah, I'm about to say because Tebow was not throwing to those guys.
Well,
He was throwing
Tebow
to-
had
to
a
the
monster.
ballers.
Tebow had one of the best teams ever assembled.
Yeah.
Josh
In
Bynes.
our lifetime.
Yeah, Josh Bynes had a little bit of time.
Josh
Cam is
Bynes,
the
I remember
better,
Josh
but
Bynes.
Tebow was the story. You know that they loved his like speeches and all that.
Tebow was bigger than life in college
Yeah.
football. Don't get me wrong. He's
Yeah.
from a marketing, from the overall picture, I get it. But Cam Newton was Cam Newton. Now,
Yeah.
like if you're building a creative player in
Yeah.
anything, basketball, football, baseball. It's probably gonna look like Cam Newton.
Newton.
So let's take our hats off to the one and only Cam Newton. Thank you, Cam. I have fucking headphones. I can take my headphones. But Cam, we take our fucking visual hats off to you, and thank you for leaving a legacy at Auburn. But a lot of people are shitting on Cam's NFL legacy, but we're not gonna do that either. You know, I think Cam is a Hall of Fame worthy player, and we'll see one day if he does.
He's MVP.
He was league MVP. He
100%.
he put up an incredible year that year. But
The thing with
college legend for sure.
He changed the quarterback position. There's never
In the NFL, you think?
Yeah,
too?
they thought Tim Tebow was going to come in and do a Cam Newton.
exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
They didn't
That's very
realize
true. That's very true.
He didn't have that arm, and Cam's
No,
been the
yeah.
first guy to be 6'5",
Yep.
230.
You got to be accurate in the
240.
NFL. You got to be a lot more accurate in NFL than you are in college.
And-
fast,
Yep.
nimble, but
Yeah.
also will hang in
Durable.
the pocket. He's
Durable,
a pocket
too.
passer.
Yep.
Durable too.
And he was
And knows the
looking
game.
Yeah.
for contact. That boy loved football.
Yeah.
He would never run out of bounds.
Competitor.
He's trying to
Nah, he was crushing people.
destroy you,
I
bro.
mean, he was a man on a mission
And won
that year at
games.
Auburn.
And won games.
Yeah,
And won
Man
games.
on a
won games.
mission.
And he was a man on a mission in Carolina too. They just came up short, and it's like it just sucks that it was like the not diving on the ball thing. But like that
Yeah.
wasn't the legacy of that Super Bowl anyway.
No.
But like Cam Newton, I think in the league he's a legend. I think in college he's a legend.
For
You
sure.
know you're a legend when you have other quarterbacks that are literally styled after you. We
For
see
sure.
Josh Allen out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Josh Allen.
Exactly.
Those guys who built the current Buffalo Bills team
Yeah.
were there in Carolina.
Okay.
Mm.
So
see?
think about it.
Right
you know,
there.
so
Right
because they know that formula, so they're gonna keep that.
McDermott was
McDermott.
there. He saw that whole thing. I think even the GM was there.
Yep, they're gonna keep that style alive. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
just these big, power arm, accurate run through you
But
type
you
guys.
remember-
I think Josh Allen is probably the better Cam Newton.
Yeah,
Like he's probably like
yeah,
maybe not as good of a runner.
He
Like
leans
successful.
But
leans
he's like if
more-
Cam was like a better passer, like you're Josh better passer, Cam better runner, but like you're dealing with like the same tool belt.
Yeah,
almost.
exactly. And
I
big
would say
frame.
big
Yeah.
frame, and he just had
big frame.
just more success. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Just more
And because Cam paved the way for
Right.
him to have the system, just like
Yeah.
Vic and Cunningham and McNabb.
They thought
and
Jamarcus Russell was going to be
Culpepper.
that. They
Yeah.
thought,
Oh yeah.
you know,
Jamarcus, they thought
Yeah.
that.
now Cam put it
Jamarcus
all
cheated himself
together.
though.
And I would also say that Cam was probably one of the last of the like black. Like, oh, look at the black quarterbacks. You know, I think
Yeah.
that was like the last of.
And
the,
now it's just like it's
now
just
it's like,
regular.
okay, they're
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
quarterbacks.
for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? Like
We're still stigmatized.
exactly.
Yeah, when he was coming into the league, they were like,
Like
oh,
him and
he's a runner.
RG3.
He's a runner.
Yeah,
Him
Him and RG3 were like the last where they were like, oh,
And he
black guy
came-
can't
he
play
came
quarterback.
out- he
Now it's
came-
like every quarterback's black. I feel like.
Yeah.
They wanted Tebow at another position. They wanted Cam at another
Yeah.
position. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
You're right. They
sure.
used to
They
say
did
Cam was a
Lamar.
runner after
Lamar.
They wanted Lamar to switch positions.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine.
It's just like, yeah, Cam Newton, bro, hats off to you, bro. You did so much stuff. So, yo, like, you were so influential, and he's from Atlanta, but it's like, you were so influential. It was his celebration was actually in my handshake in college.
Mm.
Like, for like, if you did something lit at track, like we had a handshake where you would double tap, and then you had an opportunity to do a little whatever you wanted to do. I always did the super.
That was okay.
Yeah, had to.
Okay.
Like
I
Cam,
like
yo,
that.
something else.
I like that.
And what a great benefactor and charitable guy Cam was. Always giving footballs to the kids.
What I don't like is that people, and this has been the big controversy the last couple of weeks, is like anytime he gives a take on his podcast or any of his talk shows or First Take or wherever he's at, everyone bashes his football career
Right.
instead of just bashing his take or agreeing with his take. So I don't like that, and I think we've always talked about like, you know, in the media, like, oh, these people have never even done this thing, and we're like letting them talk about it. But yeah, here we go. We have a guy who's done the thing, done it at a high level, and he gives an opinion, just an opinion. He's telling you, sharing with you that it's just his opinion, and people go, oh, well, you didn't pick up the fumble.
Yeah.
Oh, you never won a Super Bowl. It's like, all right, so we're gonna like nitpick my career because I didn't do well. There's a lot of people in sports that didn't do that.
Right. There's a lot of people that never even made it to a Super Bowl to even be in that.
There's a lot of people that never even
part of the
played sports
point-
that give opinions.
0.01% of people who
Yeah.
could even say that they had they were in these
Exactly.
moments.
Yeah.
And they had success in these moments.
Exactly.
They didn't even fail ultimately. You know, their whole team came up short. It's
Yeah.
not like Cam lost the game single-handedly.
Yeah, so I'm not a
Motherfucker.
big fan of that.
I think they're just trying to get him up out of his skin. They want to see him do something. And first of all, we know Cam is.
He'll
an
bring Petty
upstanding
Cam out. He
yeah.
brings Petty Cam out.
Yeah,
Sometimes. The whole
exactly.
Gilly thing was pretty funny.
Yeah, The Pedicam
He
comes
torched
out.
him, though. He
He
torched him. That was embarrassing.
That was
Really,
pretty
bro.
That was pretty
That was
funny.
embarrassing. You can't talk about other people's careers like that.
Yeah,
Like,
he
you
said
just can't.
cheerleaders don't win rings, bro.
I mean, listen.
Comedian.
Yeah.
He showed how
Comedian,
funny he was.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
funny.
He could do a roast.
Yeah,
Cam could do a roast.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure. He's pretty funny.
He can host the ESPYs.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's ESPN looking for something.
I don't know
to
if
do.
the industry likes him that
That's what I'm
much.
saying. They don't like
Who,
him.
Cam?
Cam's
Nah, I don't think
Cam's
they're
a
a
little
fan
like,
of him.
I don't fuck with you guys. I know you guys.
Because he wants to do his thing and he doesn't feel like he needs anybody. He made more than enough money. He had a $100 million contract. You
Yeah.
know, I think he's okay.
Listen, I'm an avid. I
like
I'll say
Cam.
it out loud.
Big
I'm an
Cam
avid
fan.
watcher of the pod. I like
Me too.
hearing his stories.
I like both his podcasts.
Yeah,
the talk show and fourth and
One. So shout out to him. What a career, bro. What a
career. And he's still building on to his legacy.
Yeah.
Like, happy we have him here. Cam Newton,
Yeah.
you have your
Hit the
flowers.
clap one time
Hit
for
the
Cam
clap
Newton.
one time for our boy Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, so in other news, we have some college football. College football kicked off this week. Nothing too big. I think there was Iowa State played Kansas State. That was like the big matchup. They played in Ireland. I believe Iowa State came away with the victory. Nothing too big there, but it's good to have college football back. The big story of this week is Archie Manning and the Texas Longhorns taking on Ohio State Buckeyes. Number 1 versus number 3, defending national champs right off the rip. The most anticipated college football player maybe of all time, Arch Manning. What do you guys think? Yeah, I think he said this week, everybody's got their eyes set on us, but we got the target on them. You've seen him up close. You've seen him play. You know, it's not really his debut. He got a couple games in last year, but this is his, coming out
I was
party.
up in the clouds though. I was watching up from the clouds.
But he looked nice from the clouds. I watched some highlights today. He's cold.
Bro, he's stupid.
Yeah, he's just making,
Stupid.
and he's not even trying. Like,
It looks like the game comes so easy. He has Peyton,
yeah,
Yeah.
like in his Rolodex.
Yeah.
Eli too.
Yeah.
But he has people.
Grandpa Archie.
Bro. And he has all the tools.
Now, what do you guys think about Grandpa Archie? People out there saying Grandpa Archie's already fucking rolling
He's a
the
godfather.
wheel of,
Godfather.
hey, if the team we're looking for ain't in the top 2 or 3 or 1, probably 1,
You ain't getting him.
we might just go back to college.
You ain't gonna get him.
We don't got us, And someone made a point today. I think they said Eli and Peyton both play all 4 years of college. They stayed in college.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be
He
too
could be a
crazy.
double natty
He's made
champ.
plenty of money with it. He's
natty
literally the
champ.
poster child. Him and Bronny were the poster children for NILs. Him for football, Bronny for basketball.
Yeah.
As like legacy, family members.
He's gonna leave college with $50 million.
I know.
Yeah, probably something like that.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I think
crazy.
I think is Archie or Arch rather. Is this like one of those stories that we're like witnessing, like we're about to watch, like
Like a LeBron situation.
some legacy type shit, like we're about to watch like a fire ass football career?
I think that.
I hope so.
I think that
I guess I'm just wishful thinking.
I think that we're about to get like
Maybe some Kobe.
like Manning 2.0 type shit where it's like
Cause he's cockier. They were saying
Right.
today, they're like, yo, he's not like his uncles. His uncles would never said no shit like this.
that's what I'm about to say.
The way he acts.
He was like, nah,
The
we
way he
got
acts,
the
the way he-
target on them. We got the dot
Swagger.
on them.
And the way he plays, got the swag. That's what I'm about to
Got
say.
swag,
He got the
yeah. Because
Yeah.
they say Cooper a little swaggy though. Like Cooper's cool, like a little bit cooler than like Eli and Peyton are cool. They're funny, but like
Cooper played receiver, right?
Cooper's a receiver, so a little swaggier.
swaggier.
Yeah.
A little swaggier.
And those are just his uncles. You know what I'm saying? He's on.
And then you get the swag from them being your uncles rather
That's
than them
right.
being your dad.
That's right.
Yeah,
You know what
That's
I'm
right.
saying? So
You got the
And-
swag from your dad and the
Yeah.
football from your uncle.
And, and low key, like if they're gonna say he don't have a chip, check this out.
he has a chip
A,
for
he
sure
has
on
to,
his
he
shoulder.
had to sit.
There's
That's
no way
one-
he.
that's one-
Yeah, you said mine,
one
Quinn
chip.
Ewers, bro.
Quinn,
Yeah.
Third string quarterback of the Miami Dolphins right now.
Yeah, that's chip number 1. Chip number 2 for the left shoulder is both his uncles, his dad's brothers, are Hall of Fame quarterbacks, and his dad is not a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah.
So now it's like now I gotta prove
I
to
gotta put
those
it-
two
yeah.
that this side of the family's just
Yeah,
as
they be
lit.
making
like-
jokes.
they're like,
They be
yo,
making. You hear them making fun of your dad and
Yeah.
Yo, the
shit.
runt squeezed you out, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now he got to do a little, you know what I'm saying?
The
I got
runt
you.
of the Manning squeezed you out,
I
boy.
got you, Paul.
Y'all didn't even. If all he has to say is like y'all couldn't even make a 5-star quarterback.
Right.
I got the only 5-star quarterback in the family.
You know? So, but yeah, it looks like Arch is definitely going to put his Godfather hands on this one. See if, see who's getting.
But here's the thing. I know, and people kind of already touched on this. Like after everything happened with Shedeur, and I got something to say. I want to say about Shedeur in a second, but like nobody's gonna say anything if they pull like an old draft day switcheroo or if they stay in college like longer. No one's gonna say anything.
No,
it's not gonna be like Coach Prime where everyone's like, "Oh, shut up. We're gonna draft him in the 5th round." Like that's not gonna happen. It's not happening.
It's not. I
already know that.
You know, we already know why. But also, I think like rite of passage too. Like outside of like the race talk, like it's black, it's not braggadocious, it's not braggadocious. I think outside of all that, it's like rite of passage. I think the first time they did it, when they did it with Eli, it was big news. Like people were talking about it a lot. You know what I'm saying? And they did think everyone was saying.
But they pulled it off.
And they pulled it exactly. They pulled it off though.
They said what they were going to do, and they did it.
And they pulled it off. So I think like Now that he's done it, now it's like now the rest of the guys they're not going to be.
And that's what people were saying. Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
Well, here's the thing: the NFL works in 2 ways. The NFL is a fucked up business because it wants to control you. That's its number one fucking operation because it's an entertainment business, and just like the WWE, there's a script, and you fucking follow it. And you can go play football between those whistles, but outside of those whistles, I fucking control you.
And we control the whistles.
Okay? And we control the whistles.
Don't forget, we control the whistles.
Second part is. The only way you can get around that is if you can manipulate the system. But you have to know the system to manipulate it. So who can do that? Ex-players who've been in the league, who make contacts, who have coaching contacts, coordinator contacts. Bro, at that point, they're making phone calls themselves.
Yeah. Obviously, he has enough power that he obviously did it before.
He knows how to move about that organization. So the NFL really can't touch that because it's like, how am I going to police these offensive coordinators? Who's he calling? Scout. Is it a,
You can't police it. Even what they catch is surprising because there's so much that's going uncaught by the league. So even when they catch people tampering, Brian Flores, you went on this boat trying to recruit Tom Brady, blah blah blah, like with the owner of the Dolphins, like they catch that's what they caught.
Yeah.
Imagine all the stuff they don't catch.
Facts.
Right, and that's probably just somebody was running their mouth, like.
Facts.
And it doesn't take much because what do we hear every morning? ESPN, da-da-da. Oh, it's whoever talking head. I'm gonna come on. Yeah, my sources tell me.
Yep.
I spoke to my sources down in Cleveland, and they told me. Well, who are your sources? Well, I'll never name my sources. So how do we even know that your source is legit? Oh, well, just trust my. Okay, or whatever. So you got that whole aspect of it. Speaking of Cleveland, here is my Shedeur Sanders conspiracy theory. Okay. And I feel like a lot of people have been letting this slide, and nobody's even brought this up or paid attention or even put it. And maybe they did, and maybe I'm just, having a pipe dream here. But Shedeur Sanders, okay, I even wrote this down. Is it time to explore a new theory regarding the Cleveland Browns' decision to draft Shedeur Sanders? This theory posits that the Browns have drafted Shedeur Sanders as a 5th-round pick not just for his potential at quarterback, but for the massive media attention it would generate, thereby creating a convenient distraction from the single biggest problem facing the franchise, the wild contract of Deshaun Watson. To understand the motive, one must first grasp the sheer magnitude of Watson's contract. The 5-year, $230 million fully guaranteed deal is a financial anchor unlike any in professional sports. Even after restructuring in March 2025, the contract carries a dead cap hit of $131 million. That severely restricts the team's financial flexibility for years to come. So they're fucked.
So what I'm understanding from you is,
but go ahead.
What I'm understanding from you is you're saying the conspiracy theory is draft him in the 5th round so that when it's time for him to re-sign, because so that he can pay him less money.
No. This is the controversy. You draft Dylan Gabriel. Okay, cool. Everyone claps. Oh, we got a backup quarterback for the future. Okay, cool. Then you draft Shedeur. Now it's like, wait, who's gonna start or who's gonna be the quarterback in the future? Is it Shedeur, who we thought was a top 2 or 3 pick, or is it gonna be Dylan Gabriel, who got picked before? Now you have this quarterback controversy. Now that may last for a year or two, 2-3 years. You have both of these guys on it, or you just, and you also have the media machine behind Shedeur Sanders himself. He's a hot topic. He's a bigger name, I would say, in football than Deshaun Watson. Now Deshaun Watson has become a household name for all the wrong reasons. But if I was an owner, and this is why the owner came out and said, "Oh, well, we weren't. If you had told me the day before the draft or the day of the draft, I was going to take Shedeur, blah, blah, blah. Jimmy Haslam said, it wasn't his idea to take Shedeur. It wasn't like, but I think that's all BS too. Why would an owner say that? Why would an owner ever say that?
Yeah. The NFL called.
I hear you. I hear that theory.
Fucking
No. But that's the old theory. That's the old theory of like Shedeur's blackballed or whatever. Mm-hmm. But then you have to wonder, well, if Shedeur's blackballed, why would any team take him?
Bro,
right?
because the NFL said after the 4th round you could take him. I don't give a fuck who takes him.
I hear what you're
don't
saying.
Take him in
but
1,
you hear
2,
the story,
or 3.
the picture
He's
I'm
not a
painting
top 3
of that the Browns specifically chose to pull the trigger on him after already taking a quarterback as solely as a distraction from the fact that they have Deshaun Watson sitting there, and if they get rid of him, it's going to cost them $130 million in dead cap space that they probably won't recover from for 2 or 3 years.
Put the wool over their eyes, right? Put them back on the PUP.
Yeah, and the worst case scenario is Shedeur turns out good, and he gets to play, and he's still a distraction from Deshaun Watson because now you're like, oh, I have the quarterback of the future. It's a win-win, no matter how you paint it.
I can see it. I like that angle. I like the angle a lot. And you probably don't have to pay Shedeur on that contract.
Exactly. You're paying him nothing.
Exactly.
And then Shedeur will be so happy, even if he plays, like let's say he starts, becomes a starter, and then gets a new deal. He'll be happy to get $30 million a year rather than $80 million a year that the other guys might be getting at that time. Because he's like, I've been making $2-3 million a year. I'll take $30 million a year. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the other guys would have been like, oh, well, no, I'm not coming back for less than $80 million. That's probably where it's going to be at by the time he gets his next deal.
Yeah.
So I would say that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I mean, out of all the things that we've heard so far in the media, it holds the same amount of weight. Definitely.
Because I had to try to think to myself, if I was the GM, why would I draft 2 quarterbacks? And not just 2 quarterbacks, but that specific quarterback after I already taken one. It would only be to purposely cause a distraction from the big distraction I already have. Whatever the public perception about Deshaun Watson is due to his legal issues or whatever, his civil matters, or the fact that he hasn't been very good when he has played, or the fact that when he does play, he's only played half the season each year, or if that. And I think that they have to kind of hide this guy that they're paying $1 gajillion, and him and his wife are living it up on private jets and yachts, and they got to look at that every day. If you follow them on the gram, bro, they
live large.
They living a beautiful life. Yachts, Louis everything, Louis out to the yacht.
Got a
Gucci down to the socks.
Quarterback on the yacht.
5th string, bro.
5th string quarterback on the yacht.
On the pup list.
That's crazy.
Making buku money.
Right.
And he said he wants to play this year.
He did say that.
So he's got to sit for a couple weeks with the pup restrictions.
On the roster's Joe Flacco.
And then what happened?
I mean, Joe Flacco's going to be starting.
Super Bowl winning quarterback Joe Flacco, Jersey guy.
He's going to ball, bro.
Yeah,
we love Joe
Flacco.
Just
fine.
He's going to ball.
We love Joe Flacco.
Baller.
So, and
Is Dylan Gabriel above him on the depth chart?
Above who?
Shedeur.
Yeah, it's Dylan's the backup, and then Shedeur is 3rd string.
Yeah.
Word.
Who would actually play if the situation came up? I'm not sure. I'm sure they would try to go with Dylan first.
But Shedeur's not going to dress.
Dylan hasn't been bad. Yeah, Shedeur's probably not going to dress. But worst case scenario, he becomes the emergency quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
So if the other 2 get hurt, he can get dressed and come out.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's ever had to happen.
He'll probably make the 53 though.
He did.
He made the 53,
yeah.
Are we being? I mean, I don't want to stick on.
Because if you cut him, you're gonna lose him. You're gonna lose him on waivers.
Exactly. For too much, but it's like, are we being delusional? I feel like they're kind of gaslighting us a little bit, and are we now?
They are.
Is he that good?
No, he is that good.
Okay, just what I'm saying.
They're gaslighting us to think he's not good.
Most watched preseason game.
I know.
Of all time.
I know.
Right?
No, he showed it. That first preseason game, he showed that he is who we thought he was, and I'm not worried about.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about Shedeur showing up and doing what he's got to do.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Just a quick 5-minute take on NCAA football.
Oh, for sure. I definitely would love to get on that. How's your fantasy draft
opening
going,
night
by the way?
tomorrow. Yeah, it's actually not today, actually.
Oh, it's not today.
Yeah.
No, Rutgers. Yeah, Rutgers opens up tomorrow.
Rutgers opens up tomorrow. They're playing Ohio.
Ohio,
not Ohio State.
Yeah.
University of Ohio.
The
And
green one.
I'm looking forward to this season. I don't know much about the players this
They
year.
got one of the top receivers though.
Yeah. So
DT Sheffield.
who?
Yeah.
DT Sheffield. Look him up, bro.
Yeah, I see him right here.
Along with
DT
him
Sheffield,
on
number
26.
0.
Yo, he's nasty.
So
He's like a 90.
yeah, that's the the starting quarterback,
They got a good running back.
Yeah, Ethan Callie McManus.
Callie McManus is back, baby.
Yeah, they got C.J. Campbell Jr., who I'm sure is really good, but I'm excited to watch Anthony Raymond. I really enjoyed his game when he came in.
The starting quarterback from Syracuse, he's from Westfield.
He is?
With the Bergen Catholic, though.
I did not see that. That's fire.
Who, Syracuse?
Yeah.
Syracuse
Steve Anginelli.
Oh, yeah, Anginelli.
Oh, yeah, Anginelli, yeah. I do remember that name.
Bro, they have a squad.
Yeah, because they have the Bergen Catholic coaches, bro. They can recruit all the kids from Jersey. All the kids are from Jersey, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They recruited all the old Bergen Catholic, I think.
Transfers, too. Mad transfers.
Campanelli, the old coach from Bergen Catholic, I think he's
Yeah.
like the assistant coach. And then the guy who is the coach, he used to be on staff at Bergen Catholic.
Campanelli was with Rutgers for a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Campanelli brothers. I think
Yeah.
they're both at. I think one might be still at Rutgers, or they're both at Syracuse.
Yeah.
But
But
they got a nice little squad.
just to finish up their depth chart, just to see what we're going to be looking at. We'll be looking at Sheffield now that we know DT Sheffield.
DT Sheffield,
Looking
baby.
at Strong. We're looking at Duff, two big guys.
Duff, KJ Duff.
You know, can Ethan Callie McManus have a better season? He's damn near 28,
bad.
28 years old. He might as well figure
He's
it
a
out.
grown man.
And then on
What's
defense,
that running back?
That's what I'm saying. His name's
got no
C.J.
running back.
Campbell, bro. That's,
Yeah.
that's their guy right now. I think he's another
I played with him in NCAA.
transfer senior. They like him. I really like true sophomore Anthony Raymond. I think that he's
I like Benjamin.
better.
Yeah, I
Oh,
like
yeah, Benjamin, too.
Yeah.
Benjamin's really good. Deshaun Benjamin.
Deshaun Benjamin.
So,
Benjamin's a baller.
you know, we know Rutgers is going to run the ball nice. So we'll take a look at that. I'll report back on that.
They got a lot of defensive transfers.
Yeah, and then defense. Of course, we got a guy, Kaj, always starting out there. We're going to see what he's doing.
Yeah, Kyle from the city.
Yeah, Bo Masco still playing. I thought he went to the league, but I guess
Bo Masco out there.
Bo Masco is nice.
Yeah.
I'll be checking him out. And then we already know our linebacker, DeJombe. We're going to be checking him out.
DeJombe, yeah.
Dog,
yeah.
on the sideline, he'll
Hey,
smack you.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to, so, like, that's what I'm trying to see.
Have you guys played NCAA yet?
No, not yet.
I just got it this past week.
That was-
All right, so this is my take so far because I don't feel like I can give a full take. I haven't played too much. I'm in career mode right now, or road to glory.
Yeah.
They brought it back to high school. So I did my high school. I started out. I was a 4-star recruit. Got myself up to a 5-star recruit. I like the little stuff they did with that. You can start out as a nothing and work your way up to a 5-star. You can start as a 5-star and fall down. Like you can start anywhere in between. Also, I did not start the dynasty yet. I just kind of like booted it up, but I didn't like actually start playing dynasty. But it seems like a 10% better game than the last version. A lot of people aren't happy about it, saying like they didn't do too much different. I think they fixed. My whole thing was fix the little things. Like obviously the game is only updating because it's the following season and we need the new rosters, but they didn't have to do much. The game wasn't terrible. I'm not sure what people want.
Yeah, it was good.
But one thing I did come up with today, for both because I did get Madden too. What do you think if EA Sports built like a sandbox world for Madden in college football, or even if they just did it for college football, right? So it's like 2K has like the My Park or whatever. You could like walk around, but even almost a little more like even GTA, right? Like you can walk around, like, and it doesn't have to be as complex as GTA. It doesn't have to be a huge sandbox, but a sandbox where it's like maybe you're just on a campus, right? Or if it's Madden, it's like you're around the facility, right?
You should be able to go to strip club.
Yeah, you should be able to do everything, right? So I had ChatGPT help me come up with a fucking, like, it was like, oh, you want, like, let's paint a picture of like what it could be like. So it's like, all right, picture this. You boot up College Football 26, Campus World Edition. Instead of clicking Start Dynasty, you drop right into your campus as your created player. And you walk out of your dorm, you got your backpack and shit on, like you can get your headphones, listen to music. You're on campus.
Student.
There's other players there, right?
And bitches hollering at you.
Yeah, people talking about you, like the quad's buzzing, right? Other players advertise walking around, heading to class, the rec center, practice is going on, full pads.
Do you clap tonight?
Yeah,
You study
that's what I'm
tonight.
saying. Before your first game, you head into the training facility. You choose your weight room to boost your strength, go to film room. You can do all like that kind of stuff, right? And then you have the outside stuff, right? Can you like go to parties?
Yeah. Get dealership deals.
Make bad decisions too, right? Just like you make
Dodge
like,
Charger. You
Yeah.
can speed if you want.
yeah, exactly. NIL.
Will
Well,
the
that's
cops-
crazy.
That's a side
Where
game.
they
That's-
catch you.
Yeah, but
Minigame,
in
minigame.
2K now they have like little cars and shit and like
Run
little
from the
vehicles and
police
shit.
and minigame.
Like so they could definitely do that. Like maybe running from the police is like a little too
Excessive.
crazy. Like right, we don't want to encourage bad behavior.
That's GTA. That's
Yeah, that's too GTA because then we don't want the game to get a mature
No,
rating.
but it would be lit to be able to go
But
to the
just
dealership.
have
to get,
like Yeah, the cop,
You know?
like, just a cop where you could drive around. You can't do nothing crazy. You can't
Yeah.
run people over and shit.
Yeah.
But, like, you could make bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because, like, in the game, they have it already. Like, oh, should I go to this party? Then you're like, you go to the party and something bad happens. And they're like, oh, yeah, you've been fucking suspended for 2 weeks or some shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you think? Like, do you think that could make? Because I feel like a lot of people are lacking this thing that keeps them in the game. Like Fortnite and all those games that people play all the time is like it's an expansive world that people are all immersed in.
It's gonna be a moneymaker.
Yeah,
Think about it.
moneymaker,
Like
bro. It's a
gear,
moneymaker.
Think about gear in 2K, like to get armbands.
And with AI, it
yeah.
can't be that hard to build the sandbox now.
Exactly.
No, it should not be that hard. And it is cool because I think with
Take
Madden,
renderings of campuses and make them like.
What's EA's games that have graphics like that?
EA doesn't really do a lot of that.
I don't think they do. They're gonna have to team up with somebody.
You have to team up. You have to find a developer.
Either whoever makes 2K, because EA doesn't make 2K, right? Like 2K is made by like the 2K.
Yeah,
2K
the
is like its
2K
own
guys.
brand.
But the guys that do those MMG like computer games, those sandbox computer games, like Roblox,
that's what you need. You need
those
those
are
guys.
the type of guys that can help you put it together. But like you said, it's also a great money making deal for sponsorships because like CMB was saying.
Crazy
You can
sponsorship.
buy-
You can
you
put
can-
the merch in the
They make
game.
Battlefield.
And you have to pay money for that.
You ever played Battlefield?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Those
they have
teams-
Battlefield.
They make Battlefield.
Yeah, then they can make
They
this.
can make
EA?
this.
They can make this.
Yeah, but Battlefield is not as
It's
sandbox.
online.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a huge map, and
Yeah.
it's a war where you're just a soldier, and it's like 500 people against 500 people.
Yeah.
800 people against 800 people, all live, and you just jump in. Like when I turn on the game, I can just jump into battle
Yeah.
right now. It's been going on for 2 days.
So to all these
That's Battlefield. It's so dope.
Damn.
for all these
2-day long battles that you just jump into. It's so.
But
dope.
imagine if you could like in this world, right? Like say some people like say you want to be a coach, right? You
Right.
don't want to be a player. And then you could go recruit the players like that are out in the sandbox world. You can
That's fire.
oh come to my
Recruit.
school. Come like
You
I'm
go.
a coach.
You go to
come.
the hometown. You fly to the hometown. Sit in
Yeah.
the living room. You.
Or you just like show up at their house, right? Everybody has like a little
Yeah.
house, and then you show up at their crib, and you like have to convince them and their
Bro.
parents.
So
like,
who are the
Once that
rosters they're
marriage
playing with in this sandbox world? Are they playing?
It'd be a mix of computer generated players with like if you let's say one's the University of Michigan, right? Let's say one user decides he's the coach of the University of Michigan, right? And then the other users like they want to go to the University of Michigan, but let's say only 3 people in your sandbox world want to come play for you, right? Just like in GTA, you're trying to do a mission, only 3 people want to join you for that mission, right? So then those 3 people go to your school. The rest of the roster is made up of computer, and those people get starting positions or whatever, however it works out. Like it's like real role playing,
Bro.
like because that's the new thing, right? Everyone goes on and play GTA role RP, like. And you would just be doing the RP with football or basketball or
This is genius.
Madden, like
It's Genius takes a big engine to all you computer engineers
all you
out
computer
there.
guys out there.
Find a way to make
I know
a
y'all
mod.
can make this happen.
Make a mod. Start simple where we just
Mod. If we could do a mod, we could start with a mod.
You know?
Then we know it's possible.
find a way to just get them.
We don't
from-
know any of those guys.
We don't know.
John.
We need one of them
World
to reach
knows.
out.
Our boy John up.
Might know.
Yeah.
John might know.
John up in Spain.
So anybody
Yeah.
who's out there, that would be fire. That's a great idea.
Oh, for sure, bro.
Keep them dollars in and keep us interested.
For sure. All right, fellas. I think it's time that we put a little bit of football talk to the side, and we get into one of these debates that we started up a couple weeks ago. And we're going to take some of the titans of the movie industry, and we're going to take them and we're going to put them head to head, you know? Because in sports, right, you have rivalries that define greatness. You have Magic and Bird. You have Ali, Frazier, Brady, and Manning, right? The legends that push each other to the brink. And sometimes over the brink. Sometimes they push each other to achieve wondrous things. Now, in film, we don't necessarily always have that, but we do have that because we make that as viewers and fans and barbershop talk and pod talk. And we're like, oh, who would you rather have, this person or that person, this or that? So today we're going to play a this or that type of game. We're going to have actor versus actor. And we're going to see who comes out on top in some of these matchups. We got a full fight night card lined up,
I like it.
Let's get into it.
and we're gonna get into it.
I like it.
And whatever happens, you know, again, internet. This is just our opinion.
Who's number one?
We're not film experts. We're just fans
I
and
like it.
enthusiasts.
Drop it.
Number one. All right. So in this corner, first we have Leonardo DiCaprio versus Brad Pitt. 2 of Hollywood's favorite heartthrobs.
They shared the silver screen together.
Yeah, they have. What do you think? Let's make a case for our boy Leo. Let's take a rundown
intense,
Y'all already know I'm a big Leo fan.
emotional depth.
Emotional depth, intense, and he's a great chooser of movies. He doesn't just do any movie now.
Immerses himself.
In the beginning of his career, I feel like when he was younger, he kind of was like in some random ass shit, like what's eating Gilbert Grape, shit like that.
Yeah.
But that actually was kind of a good movie.
Putting in numbers.
Obviously Titanic, right? That's where it kind of like starts to kick off. I feel like where people are like, oh, nah, this guy is like the guy.
Yeah.
Should we do them head to head, or should we just like?
Let's go first.
Like how we did movie for movie, like.
I say
first initial.
I say let's all go opinion,
Yeah.
and let's talk up the one we want to talk up, and let's talk down the one we want to talk down.
Okay, sure. I mean, all right. So if I had to take Leo versus Brad Pitt, personally, I think my gut is telling me Leo.
Why?
Because when I look at his list of films, and I think of which ones I would rather sit down and binge watch over and over, Brad Pitt's. I can't think of 5 Brad Pitt movies off the top of my head. Now, if I pull up a list, I do have the Leo list directly in front of me right now. So looking at it, I can see like 3 off rip that I'm like, nah, I watch those all the time, such as Catch Me If You Can, right? That's one of my, I could literally watch that movie 3 times in a row. Like, I love that movie. Gangs of New York. It's The Departed, right? That's another one I could watch literally a couple times on end. And I'm not going to go on. I'm going to save some for you guys to talk about too. But I would say Wolf of Wall Street, obviously, like is one we will all agree on. Is like
that's
one of those cult classic.
That's in the library for sure.
Yeah, in the library for sure. That's just like one of those movies you can throw on, like whether you're with your girl or you're with the bros. Like it's just a funny little movie to throw on.
When did Leo start making movies? Let's put that. What's his first?
Pull it back.
Yeah, what's his first movie? That's where the first.
I think he started on
Why
TV
you
though, didn't he?
First movie?
His first movies is literally Critters 3. I don't know if we want to count.
Yeah, just hit.
What years? What years is
91. But he started on TV first, I think.
I'm just saying that Brad Pitt started doing.
He started on the Growing
in
Pains,
like the 80s. Yeah, remember Brad Pitt's old is like. I mean, so is Leo, but Brad Pitt's been.
What was he doing? Porn, bro? Like I don't know, young Brad Pitt.
Movies. You know what?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you when I saw Brad Pitt, like I remember as a kid, like the first thing I remember Brad Pitt from is Interview with a Vampire,
right?
Which I like that movie. But like,
I would say that's probably one of the
Cool World. No, Cool World. Cool World was the first Brad Pitt movie I ever saw because it has cartoons and stuff. So I saw that as a child. So Cool World is where I remember Brad Pitt from first. But the Interview with a Vampire was when I really was like, oh man, I really like this guy. You know.
The first movie I remember seeing Brad Pitt in was Thelma and Louise, 91.
Oh shit!
Because he just had that one part.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was like I remembered him. So when I seen him in the other movies on previews, I was like, oh word. Like,
but what would you say is like the Brad? Like, oh my god, this
Burn
is Brad
After Reading, Mr.
Burn After Reading is he's like kind of a weird dude in that, but I like that.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Good movie. I would say.
Here's my opinion.
My favorite Brad Pitt movie is Oceans, bro. All the Oceans movies.
Yeah,
Oceans
is
good.
good. I mean, Fight Club, Snatch, bro.
Snatch.
Come on, bro. Like he's got.
Here's my problem, though. Ready? Let me ask you a question. In Mr. and Mrs. Smith, in the Oceans movies, those were like huge hits. Like Brad doesn't have that many hits like as Leo. But let's say you swap Leo into those roles, and let's say you take Brad into some of Leo's hits. Who do you think would do?
Leo in Fight Club.
Leo in Fight Club. Leo, Mr. Mrs. Not Fight Club, but Mr. Mrs. Smith. I can see him.
No, I can't see that.
I can't see it, bro.
I
can't see it.
No, I can't see Leo's like.
He.
I don't buy him on the action side.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like when it comes to like.
He's like always quirky when he plays like a guy with a gun in his hand.
Like a tough fucking.
But he wasn't like beating people up crazy.
Yeah,
the best movie I saw him in where he's like a cop, like is the one where he's like the spy.
He beat the dude up at the bar when the dude was like says some shit to him.
In The Departed.
Oh yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, he whipped his ass. He did whip his ass. The vodka cranberry.
There's a movie where he's like a spy and he's like trapped overseas, and it's him and Russell Crowe, and Russell Crowe's like his handler.
Oh yeah.
And he's like trying to get him back, and they're like trying to do these missions. I forget what it's called though.
Russell Crowe's a badass though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck is the name of that movie, bro?
But I like what you're saying, but I can see Brad Pitt doing Leo's roles.
Brad could probably do Leo. Brad Pitt in Titanic does it work?
Yeah.
I don't know if he can go to the level.
Brad Pitt though.
I don't know if he can go to the level that Leo went to in that movie.
Beat Joe Black. Brad Pitt is getting it.
Brad Pitt in The Revenant. Hell no.
Yeah, I know.
Nah.
Because he can't.
Catch Me If You Can, Brad Pitt?
No. Hell,
Frank Abagnale Jr.
Frank Abagnale, Brad Pitt. No,
Yeah.
he's too charismatic. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But here's what I would say. Here's
Smooth.
what I would say. Leo's got those particular movies that you love to watch always because he picks and chooses so well. Brad's got probably a bigger breadth of movies that you like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna just go down this quick list because these are movies that I love.
Yeah, I
by
would
Brad
love to
Pitt.
hear it.
Okay, so I already said Thelma and Louise, right? He's in True Romance, even though like I only know that movie
Never
a little
seen
bit.
it.
But Legends of the Fall, Cevn, 12 Monkeys, freaking
7, I can't. 7 is tough.
tough, bro.
Fuck that
Like,
movie.
come
Very
on,
fucked up
bro.
movie.
like
Very
12,
fucked up movie.
12 Monkeys, same very fucked up situation. Like that movie was dope. I don't know if y'all have seen
But
that.
Ocean's 11.
Go
Brad
watch
got
it.
range. Brad got range.
Well, I'm not even there yet, but I'm still in the 90s.
Oh, you're going in order.
Yeah, I'm still in the 90s.
Yeah.
Meet Joe Black, fire movie. Fight Club,
Yeah, good
fire
movie.
movie. Snatch, fire
Snatch
movie.
is fire.
The Mexican, fire movie.
Yeah.
And those are in a row, bro.
Yeah.
There was no come on, bro. Like this guy was putting him out, and then he did like Troy and the
Yeah,
Ocean's
Troy was fire.
movies,
Troy was fire.
and then Mr. and Mrs. Smith and stuff like that. So it's like he's got these movies that like hit back to back to back.
That's
but
true.
he doesn't have that one that you're like Oscar,
I mean, Benjamin Button was tough though.
Benjamin Button.
Tough.
Benjamin Button.
Could Leo be Benjamin Button?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Leo.
Nah. Leo can't be a little old man aging in reverse. He can't do that. Leo can't. Leo don't got that. That's my controversial take. Leo can't be
he
Benjamin
can.
Button.
Little old wrinkly Leo.
Nah, Leo can't do that. Leo can't do.
Saggy Leo.
Leo cannot do Benjamin Button. AI me a picture of Leo as Benjamin Button, please. Somebody.
Dialysis Leo.
Yeah. Corey.
Corey, can you AI me a Leonardo DiCaprio as little old man Benjamin Button? Because I need that. That gotta go right here.
We need to see.
We're gonna drop that right here.
We need to see that. Yo,
Because-
here's the thing. Can Leo do Gorlami
What's Gorlami?
from Inglourious Bastards? Yeah. Can
No.
Leo do that?
Nah, yeah, he can because he played. Could Brad be Monsieur Candy
Oh yeah.
and fucking Django?
Facts.
I don't know if Brad can say nigga that much. Leo didn't even want to say nigga that much. But Brad is from like Arkansas though.
Tarantino wanted to hear.
Brad is from like Arkansas though, so he might roll off his tongue a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Kinda did.
I don't know if he's from Arkansas. I don't even want to misquote that, but I think he's from somewhere in the South.
sounded
Might be New
accurate.
Louisiana, but
It sounded accurate.
Arkansas, right?
That's very good rebuttal. Very good rebuttal on that.
Yeah,
one.
nah, listen.
Mr. Candy.
He's from Oklahoma. Sorry, Oklahoma. My family's from Oklahoma too, so shout out to Oklahoma.
Who's next?
Movies, bro. World War Z.
So what's our consensus at the end of that?
You took Leo.
I'm taking Leo.
Listen. If
Who
we're
you
if,
take?
if
Although I don't think Leo can play old man Benjamin Button, but I will take Leo other than that
Who you take?
if it's
for
my
watchability.
if it's my personal take, I want to watch Leo. If it's by the numbers, it's Brad all day. Brad.
What does that mean?
What does that?
What does that even
now,
mean?
Now you have to explain that.
Yeah, just sit
Now you have
pick
to
one,
explain
bro.
that, bro.
My favorite is Leo, but Brad's got the more hits.
Nah, you're not answering.
What the fuck? Just
The whole
pick one.
thing is pick one. Brad
Personal opinion.
or Leo.
I would rather watch a Leonardo DiCaprio movie than a Brad Pitt.
So we're gonna say your answer
say
is
Leo?
Leo. Was 2 Leos.
It's gotta go 3 Leos.
Clean sweep. We're gonna go 3-0. We'll drop it down here.
It's not fair.
3-0
Yeah,
Leo.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
But Stranded on an Island, like that's how I look at it. Stranded on an Island, you gotta pick one of those guys' movies forever.
Yeah,
You know.
I'm going Leo.
Next.
All right, that brings us up to our next category or next matchup. We have 2 of America's so-called sweethearts. We have in this corner Tom Hanks, and opposite him we have another fellow Ocean's brother, George Clooney. Now I know off rip, I already know what the fans are thinking. I already know what everybody's thinking. Off rip is that it's a clean sweep by Tom Hanks. But let's measure the careers. Tom Hanks never played Batman.
That's true.
Let's start right there, okay? Tom Hanks can't play Batman. Not that I don't think George Clooney's Batman was a favorite of everybody.
Facts.
It wasn't
but-
iconic, but we know it.
Goofy ass.
We
Batman.
do. We know that one.
But we
You
know
know what I'm
it.
saying? It's early, and it was early on in our lives. From dusk till dawn.
I know.
I don't know if old Forrest is doing that. And in the reverse, we know George Clooney ain't never playing Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
He can't do
He
that.
can't do it.
That ain't in his bag.
He might go full That's not good.
Oh, no, you didn't say that.
Let's go. Bleep me
I
out.
don't think you can say that. I don't think you can say that. I don't think you can say that.
Bleep me out when
I don't think you can say that. I don't think you can say that. I don't think you can say that.
Say it again,
I don't
say
think
it
you can say
again.
that.
Bleep it out.
Yeah, just might as well say it again.
You can't
Get
go
it
for
out.
what?
Get it out of your
I
system.
said if George Clooney has to play Forrest Gump, he'd go full.
Oh, I'm leaving that one in.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God.
Let's be honest.
But okay, so like what we're saying is one guy is obviously maybe this is a bad matchup. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
This is a good one, I think.
I have a movie that is Tom Hanks could have played in, but I love that it's George Clooney in it because it's literally one of my favorite. And you know what? Podcast people out here that listen from now, whether it's 10 years from now, you're gonna hear me say this is my favorite movie a lot about a different movie every time. But Up in the Air is such a great movie. It's about a businessman who travels around. He basically does firing for other companies, and he goes around.
Yeah.
But I think that would be good if Tom Hanks was in it too. Like Tom Hanks,
Tom Hanks would
fire
play
in
that.
that role.
I feel like a lot of George Clooney movies got glossed over for whatever reason.
sure,
You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
Like I don't know why, because like he's a phenomenal.
Because
actor.
I don't think people
Maybe he was
respected him at
older.
first because he was a TV star.
Right.
Right. Like
I think Clooney has more hits.
I mean,
that's what I said. That's what I'm saying.
go down the
Another burn after reading guy. Another like.
He's not really carried by like big money movies.
No, I mean,
He's carried by
No.
good scripts and just
Men Who
good-
Stare at
good
Goats was
performances.
classic.
Men Who Stare at Goats was great, bro. Remember Three Kings, bro?
Three Kings was good with Ice Cube and Wahlberg. Right?
Michael Clayton,
Yeah,
Michael Clayton was good.
that was a good one.
Up in the Air.
All the Oceans, he was good
The
in.
Descendants.
Yep, The Perfect Storm.
Perfect Storm,
Come on,
bro.
bro.
Perfect Storm was
Solaris.
classic, bro.
Solaris. You remember
Yeah.
that?
No.
Oh, brother, with Arthur. Ah,
Yeah, that's my
Hammer
shit,
Man.
bro.
Hammer
This is sorrow.
Man. And I see
Yeah.
troubles on my
Soggy
back.
Bottom Boys.
Yeah, Soggy Bottom
He's got,
Boys.
but Tom Hanks could have been in that too. You think, right?
Yeah, Tom would have done a good
Would have
job.
been goofy as
I
hell.
feel like he could have been a Soggy Bottom Boy.
He's a
I feel like he
goofy
should have been in that
Southern
movie.
guy.
Was he
No,
not in that
He's a
movie?
goofy Southern
wasn't.
guy. Nah,
No.
He wasn't in that movie. He feels like he should
If
be
he
in that
was in
movie.
it, he would have to be Forrest Gump.
But he was in Road to Perdition, though.
Huh?
He was in that movie Road to Perdition. Though.
Oh yeah.
That's a fire movie.
Yeah. Tom Hanks, we're talking now.
All right, so yeah, let's get to Tom. Let's get on Tom. All right, obviously the obvious ones. You know, you got your Big.
Yeah.
You got your
Castaway.
Castaway.
Phillips.
My favorite Tom Hanks. You guys might think I'm a little bitch about it, but You Got Mail is a great movie. Great. I love me some rom-coms, but I watched that on the airplane when I was like 10, and I was like, this is a good-ass movie.
Yeah.
I liked it. I never saw Sleepless in Seattle. People were like, oh, you know, they weren't Sleepless in Seattle again. I never really watched
Good,
that.
Weird, but good.
Yeah, but I like You Got Mail.
You Got Mail is
for
there.
sure. Dave Chappelle's in that movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Tom Hanks has spanned
Woody?
six movies now. Oh yeah, Woody, bro.
Woody? I got
Woody.
kicked out of fucking class in 10th grade for saying, there's a snake in my boot. You know, so that's a classic. That's a classic
Yeah, too.
line. And yeah, I was probably being disruptive.
I mean,
But
The Green Mile, bro.
Green Mile, my mom made me watch that when I was a kid.
Saving.
John
Private
Calvet Boss.
Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan.
John Calvet Boss.
Like, if you line them up, Da Vinci Code.
All right,
bro.
all right. So
like, where y'all even?
what's our fucking Tom Hanks movie that we watched together?
Captain Phillips, bro.
I'm the captain.
Yeah.
That's a wild movie.
Yeah.
Captain Phillips.
Nah, Captain.
Here's my thing. Here's my problem.
And what's the guy who was solving all the riddles and shit?
Oh, Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci Code. Yeah.
Bro, Apollo 13.
George Clooney could have been in Apollo 13,
Yeah,
but
true.
George Clooney could not have been Robert Langdon.
No.
He couldn't have been Robert Langdon, bro.
No.
You ever see Philadelphia with?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little
I
OD.
saw
A
that.
little OD because it's about like AIDS and stuff.
Yeah, he won an Oscar.
He won an
He
Oscar
won
for
an Oscar
that. I
for
mean,
that.
he did
Him
a
and
great
Denzel
job.
were tough in that.
He did a great job. Yeah.
Played like a dying dude. He had AIDS and he was dying. It was kind of crazy.
And the only person that would like see him was Denzel.
Denzel, yeah. He the only person that would defend him in court.
Defend him, yeah.
hmm
So I mean, he's done some great movies, y'all. Like
Angels and
Asteroid City. Did you guys
So-
see Asteroid City?
No.
I did not see
Yeah.
Asteroid City. I didn't see all the
Angels and Demons.
uh,
Charlie Wilson's
Wes
War.
Anderson ones.
Yeah, is it Wes Anderson?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I liked it.
But if it's my vote, bro, I'm Tom Hanks just because I like all these movies.
Catch Me If You Can.
I'm gonna say also Tom Hanks because we also watched after we watched Captain Phillips, we watched Saving Mr. Banks.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
that?
Save Mr.
And I like
Banks,
Saving
bro.
Mr.
Save Mr.
Banks.
Banks was low key like
It was low key kind of good.
That was really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go not by a lot, but I will go. We're gonna give it to Tom Hanks.
Yep.
We're gonna give this one to Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
This next one's gonna get a little tougher.
Who?
Our next matchup is two big-time action stars that we've seen since we were kids. Tom Cruise versus Keanu Reeves. I know some people. This one's gonna be a very tearing one.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise sounds like off name. Sounds like it's gonna go
Is
to Tom.
Keanu related to Christopher Reeves?
I don't think so.
I don't think
think
so.
he's related to anybody. He's like kind of an enigma.
Is that
I
even
like
his real
that about
name?
him.
I
I
can
don't think
see
he has
him being,
parents.
Like,
I think he's an alien.
No, that's
he's
his
an
name.
alien. You
That's his
said
name. That's his name.
it is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds
It
like
definitely sounds like it'd be like a stage name or
because
something.
Tom Cruise is not Tom Cruise's real name.
No, his name was like something else. His
Yeah.
name was something bullshit. Yeah, his name is definitely something else.
What is his real name?
No, it's Thomas Moppeter.
Yeah, Moppeter.
Moppeter.
Yeah.
But Cruz is his middle name.
Okay, so Tom Cruise, first of all, has more than just action movies because we already know Jerry
Oh
Maguire.
yeah, now he's got
know,
Vanilla Sky,
like,
bro.
Vanilla
That's
Sky
one of my
is
favorites.
Crazy, bro.
Jerry Maguire is probably my favorite Tom
Yeah.
Cruise.
Yeah.
I like Eyes Wide Shut.
Yep.
The Firm.
The Firm.
Yeah,
The
bro.
Firm. The Firm is kind of fucked up, like psychologically.
Like,
A Few
he's-
Good Men.
man.
Days of Thunder is one of my
Yeah,
fucking.
Days of Thunder.
So you know this new Formula One movie that came out, they were like talking about the top like racing movies, and it was like Formula One, Ford versus Ferrari, and something else, and they didn't have Days of Thunder. I'm like, yo, you can't have a racing
Gotta
movie
have that.
without Days of Thunder,
And
bro.
the Italian Ferrari movie that's all in Italian.
Yeah. Oh, I don't.
Ooh.
Fuck.
I don't think I've
The
seen
story of
that. Enzo or whatever it was called, right?
Ferrari. Yeah, I think it's called Enzo.
Yeah. I don't think I saw that one.
Soto.
Yeah, I got to see that.
Another Tom Cruise. He was also in an interview with a vampire.
Oh yeah.
The Last Samurai.
Lestat. He was in Last Samurai. We talked about that. Yeah, he's got some tough ones. I,
I mean,
like
the
Tom
Mission
Cruise.
Tom Cruise is there, bro.
Tom Cruise was one of my favorite Tom Cruise roles was Tropic Thunder. That was supposed to be just a cameo. He turned that role into like that's a funny ass fucking piece, you know. And I think this one probably comes down to like that probably doesn't come down to this, but I would say a big part of it is like Matrix or Mission Impossible.
And John Wick.
John Wick. Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna throw John Wick into it, then I would say Keanu Reeves because John Wick and Matrix.
I mean, what else does Cruise have? Like,
What else is
He has other
Keanu
things. He has other things that aren't Mission Impossible. He doesn't
Top
have
Gun,
any
Top
other
Gun?
franchise.
Yeah, he's got plenty.
Top
bro.
Gun
Top
is tough.
Gun.
I like both Top Guns.
He's just got
Jack
even
Reacher.
the new one, even
Jack
the new
Reacher.
one.
He's Reacher.
his depth of movies is just way deeper than Keanu Reeves, bro.
I think he got the plastic surgery.
But
though, right?
Keanu,
Keanu's got some fun young stuff.
I mean, Bill and Ted is a classic.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's a classic. Point Break is a classic.
Yep. It's the one where he's on the bus.
He's in Dracula.
Yeah.
That he's pretty Speed. Yeah, Speed. Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh yeah, Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic was like the Matrix before the Matrix.
Forgot about that.
Devil's Advocate.
Devil's Advocate is
That's
fire,
depth,
bro.
Yeah, that's similar.
That's depth,
yeah.
bro.
Chino and shit.
Yeah, with Pacino.
Yeah.
But Tom Cruise could have played that role too.
He played it similarly
That's
in
it.
the
The Firm is basically the
Yeah.
same thing,
Same
but there's
thing.
not the devil.
No devil,
Like,
though.
yeah.
Same thing, though.
Could Tom Cruise have been in Hardball though?
See.
Could Tom Cruise have been in Bill and Ted? That's the real debated topic for
It's
today.
not that goofy.
I can see.
Yeah,
Tom
exactly.
Cruise,
He's
yeah.
not. It doesn't have the. All right, so
not
then
loose.
if he can't be goofy, then he doesn't have the range that Keanu. Because Keanu could be sad, he could do action, and he'd be goofy.
Yeah.
But if Tom could be goofy because he was
We
in
saw Tropic Thunder. That's what I'm about to say. Like,
Has Keanu done a rom-com?
Yeah, plenty of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. What's the Lake House? I don't know if that's a rom-com, but that's like a romantic movie. Street Kings. That's one of my favorite.
I haven't seen that one.
With him and Chris Evans, and they're like he's like a dirty cop, but like he's a dirty cop like he basically just doesn't abide by the rules.
Yeah.
And basically like one of his not his partner, but like a guy gets killed that he like was his friend, but like he had beef with, and everyone thinks that he did it because he was there, but like really just some gangbangers did it, but really it was like a hit. So he's like trying to solve the crime while trying to clear his name, so, but like, you know. It's a good story. There's
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
haven't seen that
police
one.
corruption and stuff.
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker is like basically the main bad guy, or like the chief. Yeah, John Wick, and then John Wick, you know.
And took the kid.
Keanu kind of takes it, bro. I hate
No,
to
no,
say it.
I'm on Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Love
go.
Tom, though.
I'm gonna
Love
go.
Tom, so I
Can't
have
say
to
no
go
to
I
Joe.
think Tom Cruise is great, but I'm gonna personally go. I'm gonna go Keanu Reeves, John Wick, and The Matrix outweigh with other classics like Point Break. Bill and Ted I love Bill and Ted. It's a big part of my childhood. Speed, another one of those movies I grew up with. Street Kings, I love. It's a movie I watch. Constantine is another movie I watch all the time.
Bro, I forgot about that movie.
The Replacements. We didn't even say The Replacements.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going. Keanu Reeves has more significant moments to me, although it's very close. Like Jerry Maguire is a big movie for me. But I'm gonna have to go. I'm going Keanu.
I just love Tom.
6 Scars.
I'm going to Keanu. And just to even almost like for parody to switch it up, I'm going Keanu.
I got you.
Tom.
Yeah, I'm Tom, bro.
Yeah, we'll take Tom.
The range.
All right, we'll switch. We're gonna kind of switch it up, and because these next two people, actually, I'm gonna save these two for last. We're gonna go to our next two because it's probably a little easier, a little quicker. The next two is gonna be Michael B. Jordan versus John David Washington.
Both have a limited.
Yeah, there's a little bit younger guys. Still, both have a bag.
We're doing strictly movies too. We're doing
everything.
Okay.
This is back for these two. I mean,
just because Michael B got the TV credits. That's why.
I mean, he was on The Wire, but John David was on Ballers.
Yeah, he's on Ballers.
And people love Ballers. My dad even loves Ballers.
No, Ballers
My dad doesn't love anything. So I would say Ballers is a big part of JD. Again, his movie bag is not that tough, but we can run down his movie bag, and it's not that tough because it's not that long. But let me read it to you, and you tell me. And we're not going to count. His first two films were Malcolm X and Devil in Blue Dress. He just plays like little background characters. Obviously, his dad was in those movies. Same thing. But the things we know him from: Black Klansman, Tenet, Malcolm and Marie, Beckett, Amsterdam, The Creator. In The Piano Lesson. I did not see The Piano Lesson. I've seen most of these other. I've seen The Creator. I've seen Amsterdam. I've seen parts of Beckett. I've seen Malcolm and Marie. I've seen Tenet. I've seen parts of Black Klansman. Monsters and Men did not see.
Yeah,
that was like another movie he had in the beginning of his career.
I want to be honest. I probably only saw like 3 or 4 of these movies.
Bro, John Davis been in some shit though.
He's been in some
Tenet?
big movies.
Tenet is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, bro,
Tenet's up there.
Creator's a tough movie.
Creator's is hard, but I didn't think I was gonna like that.
I liked Amsterdam. A lot of people didn't like Amsterdam. I liked Amsterdam.
Yeah, I didn't see Amsterdam.
Amsterdam was with him.
Taylor or whatever his name
what's
is.
her name? Who's Taylor?
The guy in the movie.
Batman guy.
Yeah.
Christian Bale and Margot Robbie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything Christian Bale.
Yeah, no, that was good. Michael B. Jordan. Let's run down a couple big Michael B. Jordan movies. We have Hardball.
Yeah, those are the young
Red Tails, Chronicle. Chronicle was good.
Chronicle was
great.
Chronicle. That's one of my.
His breakout role was obviously Fruitvale Station, playing Oscar Grant.
Yep.
Very heartfelt, sentimental type of moment.
That awkward moment's one of my.
Yeah, that awkward moment. Fantastic Four, the sucky one.
Yeah.
And then he makes a career comeback, or not a career comeback, but a career breakout with Creed.
Yep.
And then obviously one of his major defining roles as Eric Killmonger in Black Panther.
Yep.
Fahrenheit 451. A lot of people like that. Obviously, it's a good story, good book. His version of it. Creed 2, Just Mercy. I did not see Just Mercy.
Just Mercy either.
I heard good things. Without Remorse, Without Remorse, I thought he was more badass in that than he was in Black Panther.
Absolutely, bro.
Or anything else he had done. Without Remorse, I won't say he's believable. He was but it was like kind of like you're so enthralled in the story. You're like you believe like, oh, this is a Delta Force Navy SEAL type operator who's like.
Those are the roles that I want to see him do more often.
Yeah,
like,
that one was tough.
I know he's not trying to get like pinned into like an action movie role, but it's like, yo, bro.
Now that one was, but that story had so much depth in it.
Like,
yeah, I think we're gonna Sinners. Sinners is like one of those ones that put everyone's like, oh man, this guy is really like. Got something going on. So I would say, then he's remaking the Thomas Crown Affair.
What?
With him as Thomas Crown.
That's movie?
Crazy. You never seen Thomas Crown Affair with Pierce Brosnan?
No, I have. I was just
They're going to remake it with, I think it probably was a remake already.
All right. Like, listen, I can see that.
Now, I'm going to say Michael B. Jordan only because he's from the hometown.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give him the home team advantage from the hometown. We're going to go with Michael B. Jordan's going to win. CMB, anything to add on this one?
I think Washington's worked with a lot of good directors.
For sure.
Like Lee, Nolan, Edwards.
Christopher Nolan's
Russell,
one of my favorites.
But fucking Michael.
His resume doesn't match up with Michael B.
Needs more time to mature.
Yeah, for sure.
He started late.
It's gonna age like fine wine, just like
sure.
his dad, bro.
For sure. In our last matchup, another big heavyweight in one where you're gonna have to consider every facet of these men's career. Our last one is gonna be Will Smith versus Jamie Foxx. You're talking about music, television, movies, Oscars, Grammys, everything. These two have done it. They've done it in all the different levels, all the different genres, all the different mediums. But who are you taking? And again, just like all our other matchups, it seems like there's one clear-cut favorite, right? There's a household name. You're going to have a Will Smith. People are going to say, Will Smith, he's done bigger movies. And this game isn't necessarily all about who's done the bigger movies. Sometimes it's about who's made the more lasting impact in your soul.
Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Bro, come on, bro.
Okay.
Come on, bro, all day.
I'm going to say,
I'm on
let's
Will.
break it down. Let's break it down, okay? Will Smith has made probably my favorite movie. Again, I say this a lot, but Bad Boys.
Yep.
Someone asked me this the other day, what's my favorite movie? I said Bad Boys.
Really?
Yeah, Bad Boys. Because it's like, again, it's not like, I'm not saying this is the best movie. I'm saying what's my favorite movie that I can throw on, watch it, say it line for line from beginning to end, know what's going to happen, still be excited, even though I know what's going to happen every time. Bad Boys. Independence Day, Men in Black, those big movies, Enemy of the State, Wild Wild West, Ali, you name it. I Robot.
I Am Legend, bro.
Yeah, I Am Legend, bro.
That movie.
I Am Legend, bro.
And those are just the big blockbuster ones.
Yeah, wait, that's just half the list.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's
I could
got
go down
so
to
many
Hancock,
more.
7 pounds.
Bro. Hancock was fire, bro.
Pursuit of Happiness was deep.
Yeah.
Pursuit of Happiness.
was great.
Concussion was
Hitch
deep.
great. He went on a run. Didn't
7 pounds was crazy.
But he started falling, and he started falling fast, bro. The Aladdin movie, come on, bro.
King Richard.
Yeah, but Aladdin made.
Oh yeah, but then it came out.
But Aladdin made $2 billion.
That's true. That is true. That is true.
So did it fall or wasn't for us?
That's true.
But for what it was for,
That's true.
made him a bag.
That's true.
Made him a crazy
But
bag.
then you're right though, because in that middle of this man, he did King Richard, and that movie is so hard, bro.
King
Killed
Richard's
that
fire.
role.
Yeah,
Killed that role.
He killed that role. He probably
That's
played
the dad
Richard
he
better
should
than
have
Richard.
been.
Right.
He should have been that dad. Then you wouldn't have had.
But that's why he went and slapped
Yeah.
Chris Rock, because he was trying to be Richard.
Bro,
Yeah.
nah.
And Richard was about to go
bro.
clap that dude.
sounds like a great fucking excuse, all right?
Promo.
That sounds like a great fucking
Listen, I just think
convenient excuse.
I think he just had a brain fart in that moment. And
Yeah,
just,
bro, you act wild.
God,
Everybody
you
acts
can't
wild.
just slap people.
But
But-
let's be honest, Jamie is right there. Like, not
I
saying.
mean, Jamie got an Oscar long before Will ever did.
Yeah.
Talk about booty call.
Right.
Any given
Booty Call is funny
Sunday.
as hell, though.
Right.
Ali.
Yeah, any given Sunday, he did great.
Ray.
Ali, he did great.
Ray, bro.
Ray.
Jarhead.
Oh yeah, Jarhead, bro.
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice was dope. Some of my low-key favorite Jamie Foxx movies is Bait, Held Up.
Oh,
Like those
yeah.
are some of the lesser known ones, but some of my favorite movies. Breaking All the Rules.
He's a
Jarhead.
younger Jamie Foxx into
Yeah,
middle.
Jarhead. The Kingdom. The Kingdom was one of my favorites.
The Kingdom was hard.
Yeah, The Kingdom was tough.
Yeah.
The Kingdom was tough. I mean, Jamie Foxx is like, he's never in too much shit where I'm like, nah, just turn this off. Like, I'm not a big fan of this. I'm a big Jamie Foxx guy. Music careers, I mean, they both won Grammys. They both have made hit songs. Will probably maybe more so than Jamie, but Jamie's got some hits. He's been a part of some hits. And very musically talented, that where he can do it anywhere. He can do it on film.
Does Jamie have a franchise though?
What do you mean?
Like, does he have like a movie franchise that he was like?
A part of?
Like Will's got Men in
I
Black.
would not
and-
say, I don't think he has.
Spider-Man. He's been in Spider-Man twice.
Twice, yeah.
2014,
Yeah, but
2020.
He was in
wasn't
Horrible
the-
Bosses twice.
Yeah, he
Horrible
wasn't
Bosses
the
1 and 2.
lead
He was
in
in
any
Rio.
of those though.
Rio twice. That's
He
probably
wasn't
his
the-
He
franchise.
was like an adjacent
He was
character
the
and all
Jason
that.
character and all those. He wasn't like the guy.
Spider-Man, I would say you could say he's the
He was a villain.
He's the
he was
main
a
character.
villain, right?
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
villain.
he's the villain. He's the main villain in one, and then he's one of the main villains in the more recent one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it'd be Marvel's a big deal. Will Smith's not been in no Marvel shit.
That's true, DC. But it's just like Will Smith carries franchise.
Smith's
on
Will
his back.
Smith,
Hancock.
though.
He was Hancock, though.
Yeah, he was Hancock. But he was what was his name? K, right? Wasn't that him? Agent
What?
K in Men in
Jay.
Black? Oh, he's Agent J.
Agent J.
Yeah.
And I would say, lastly, if you had to put the TV show, like obviously Will Smith is probably more critically acclaimed television show, but the Jamie Foxx show is like one of the most underrated television shows of all time, in my opinion. I watch it every day just because it's in syndication.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
This didn't last long. How many seasons? Only like 4 seasons, right?
maybe a little more than 4,
More,
but it didn't last that long.
Yeah, I remember it didn't last long.
Maybe 7.
They said they didn't really make any money from it.
Yeah.
Even though it's like in syndication. I don't understand how people say that shit all the time.
Unbelievable.
They cloned Tyrone. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's the newest one.
Yeah, I like some of his newer stuff, like
Project
the Netflix
Power,
stuff.
yeah.
Project Power. They cloned Tyrone. The one where he's like killing the
Baby
vampires.
Driver?
Yeah, Baby Driver. Oh, yeah, Baby Driver.
What about the one where he's like killing the vampires during the daytime, day shift?
Oh, yeah.
With, James Franco or Dave Franco?
Yeah,
I like that movie. Bud Jablonski.
And then he's got the cult classics. You know, he's got the, like you said, the Any Given Sundays of the world. Like, what else is on that list?
I'm gonna go against the grain. I'm gonna say Jamie Foxx.
Me too.
I'm taking Jamie.
I'm Will, bro. That's
2-1. Jay Fox though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Jay Fox. We're gonna have to come back and revisit some of these as we,
The Players Club, bro.
I know.
Players Club.
Players
bro.
Club.
Yeah.
He's not like a major role in Players
But he's
Club.
still in it. That's
but
a
he
great
definitely
movie.
was in
Bellamy
it.
is-
He definitely was in it. No, you're thinking of How to Be a Player. Players Club is the one with Lisa Ray.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And then Ice Cube's in it. Bernie Mac. But it's like about the
Bernie
strippers.
Mac,
the
yeah.
strippers.
Yep. Good movie, though.
Yeah, that's a really good movie, bro. That's a really good movie. I mean, listen, we're getting at that time for today.
Mm-hmm.
I did have we can go a quick little underhype, overhype. Most of it is based off of today's themes. Guys, just give me a quick overhype, underhype. If you have a quick little explanation, go ahead. First one we have lined up, Archie Manning. What do we have? We have the career of Archie Manning ended up being overhyped or underhyped.
I feel like he's overhyped right now, but I feel like
The media.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
feel like he's underhyped.
Underhyped.
Okay,
He's
underhyped.
kind of underhyped.
Because you don't see him everywhere. Like he doesn't have like a.
He's better than what they say.
Yeah, they should be and they probably will once the games start happening. But like, they should be like, if he like takes 10 steps, oh my God, Archie just walked 10 steps. Like,
Yeah.
like literally anything he does will be like.
Yep.
It should be like
Breaking
that.
It's going to be Manziel level.
Yeah.
The career of Cam Newton, overhyped or underhyped?
Underhyped and
Underhyped for
underrespected.
sure. Underhyped, underrespected. Not enough love goes around for
Yeah.
one Cam Newton.
Yo, can we just hit the clap one more time for Cam, bro?
Let's hit the clap
Because
one more
We already know the bro. Come on now.
Hell of a career.
We got you one.
Was for the culture, was for the people, and just open up a new world for quarterbacks, for kids to aspire. And he's actually boots on the ground teaching young kids how to be quarterback. He runs a very successful 7-on-7 league.
Yep.
And team and camp and all of that. So shout out to Cam Newton for putting his best foot forward in his career and in his community. Next up, Jerry Jones and the Cowboys. And I don't mean Jerry Jones and the Cowboys like as they stand today, but I mean Jerry Jones and the Cowboys as in the overall overarching picture of the whole thing. Now, coming into this today, I would have told you they were fucking overhyped like a motherfucker. But after just watching a little bit of the documentary, I would say
Underhyped.
they are way underhyped and way
Facts.
underappreciated
Facts.
by the full spectrum of the NFL and football fans alike. What Jerry Jones was able to do,
Yo.
I think we do forget about it, right? The big tease about Cowboy fans is you haven't won nothing since then. But sometimes when you put a spotlight on things like that, and you're able to break it down in a very artistic way, and using the right type of medium, you get a fine piece of art. And it allows us to appreciate, just as we did with the Bulls in The Last Dance, allows us to appreciate all the hard work and entertainment that have been gone into building the Cowboys into what they are today. So I'm gonna say underhyped.
Yeah, I'm also recency bias for watching that docu as well, yo.
sure.
Like put some respect on that team name for a little bit. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like don't forget what they did now. Like they were doing some big things back then in the 90s. You know, they
Sure.
really changed the
sure.
franchise and
Changed the game.
Changed the game, brought entertainment back, and they're just in a situation where they're letting the haters win.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? And that's all. Like they're just letting
They let the
haters
noise
win.
get in.
They let the noise get in.
All these years of not winning, the noise has gotten in.
Yep.
And if you think about like when Jerry first got there, and he's like, "Oh man, I gotta win because if I don't and this doesn't work out, it's a failure."
Yep.
But now he's gotten to a point where he's like, it's very clear. You have the most successful sports franchise in all of sports, so you won. But it's like, how do you still have that that hunger to go out and build a better team year after? And he tries, but if everybody can't buy in the same way that they once did when it worked for you, it's hard, and people aren't like how they were back then. So
Nope.
it's tough.
Facts.
It's tough for them to do.
Facts.
The next one would be contract holdouts. Have they become a smart business move or overblown drama? Overhype or underhype?
Overhype.
Overhype.
Overhype for sure.
Fake ass money in the fake ass league.
You know, and I think that exactly, and I think that they kind of do it for as part of like the media cycle. Summertime is pretty boring, especially now in the preseason where guys don't play too much. I believe that it's become a part of the selling point of the NFL media cycle. So I believe those are the overhype.
Goes back to the lazy media and news cycle work that we've been talking about.
For sure.
We don't have to go into that right now.
For sure. One topic that we didn't get to talk about too much today, but we'll talk about it. We talked about the retirement of Cam Newton's jersey. But in the other spectrum of the world in the NBA, Derrick Rose, who had himself a legendary career, naked of any championships, but a very legendary career, a very legendary MVP season that he put on. And I watched the highlights from Derrick Rose's MVP season, and he's just, I mean, the who's who of whoever was like a good NBA player that year, he's dunking on their heads. So the career of Derrick Rose, overhyped or underhyped?
I'm going to say underhyped because I'm going to make it my mission as a man.
For sure.
From the day today to the day I die to make sure that my sons and the people that I'm around remember Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose
like,
for sure.
MVP Rose forever, yo. Like,
for sure.
Ain't nothing like it, bro. Ain't
for
nothing
sure.
like it.
I think that he doesn't get enough flowers. Again, I think if he wins a championship, people are a little more on him. But I think a legendary career, that MVP season will go down in history as one of the best things that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That I got to witness. I mean,
Insane.
He made basketball exciting that year.
He was doing it in college.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. For sure. Underrated for sure.
Has he ever won comeback player of the year?
I think he did, maybe.
Did he win it that year he was on the Timberwolves and he was dropping 40 still?
I think he did.
Like, because if he hasn't, that's a travesty. Because, I mean, he had those 3 years where he came back and he was kind of balling for the T-Wolves. You know? So.
Yeah, he did. In the Knicks, too.
Yeah, in the Knicks.
Too. I think maybe he did. I'm not sure.
Jalen Brunson before Jalen Brunson got there. He was playing that role. He couldn't handle the role, but he was playing the role.
Let's definitely look into that for the future. But, yeah, I think we have a pretty good episode here today. Mm-hmm. Definitely let us know on our social medias, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you follow us at or contact us. You know, let us know, do you think it was Leo or Brad? Do you think it was Will or Jamie, Keanu or Cruz? You let us know. Give us your opinions. Drop them in the comments. Drop a like. Drop a subscribe. One thing I didn't get to talk about. I don't know if you guys saw the fucking Big Three championship, but Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson, their team won Big Three championship. I mean, all summer I was watching Michael Beasley. Him and Lance Stevenson had that one-on-one tournament or competition, and then I started watching them from there. I saw their Big Three team. They tore it up this summer. I mean, Michael Beasley's like, he's cold, bro. So keep an eye out for him. If you guys didn't watch that, go watch his last 2 games in the Big Three. But, yeah, that's a wrap for today on Believe No Hype. If you laugh, learn, or question the hype, do us a favor. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, share, and make sure you share with someone who might be believing the hype. You know, hit us up, follow us on social, and don't forget, Believe No Hype.
Peace.
Peace.